Good evening, hockey fans. Welcome to Premier Sports, your home for hockey. This is your Rapid Solicitors Elite Ice Hockey League Game of the Week. We're live from Cardiff Bay, where the Devils will take on the Nottingham Panthers. Cardiff Bay, our location tonight for your Rapid Solicitors Elite Ice Hockey League Game of the Week. The Devils host the Nottingham Panthers, and what a beautiful day for hockey it is. And if you tuned in last week, you know I had a little bit of terror at the end of last week's broadcast. Mr. Benny Olsen, have a look at this.
Brought you a little something. Your very own bow tie.
Oh, wow.
Hope you're able to sport it in Cardiff and keep that tradition going. I'll be watching next weekend. If you're not wearing it, might get a little left. Right hand's a little sore, so I'll be throwing the left maybe.
Sheer terror. If you could see the size of that man's fist up close, you don't want any part of it. But what did I do? Did I go brave? Did I go safe? Unfortunately, I don't think I can pull off the bow tie, Ben. But you're not going to be anywhere near me because Ben Olsen is playing tonight in Fife. Hopefully, Mr. Nickerson will have something to say. Maybe Ben will throw a left against him. Look, Aaron Murphy here on the Rapid Solicitors Elite Ice Hockey League Game of the Week. And it's my pleasure to have with me Neil, the Coach Russell. And I tell you what, Coach, I was pretty scared there. I'm not going to lie.
You're a brave man, Murph. I can tell you that. Benny Olsen's left paw looks absolutely massive. You're a brave, brave man.
Good to see him back in the lineup tonight. And obviously, you know what? The Blaze need him. It's good to see them getting full bench. Speaking of full bench, the Nottingham Panthers are in here tonight. They're down a few players, but good news is it looks like Lakovic is going to play.
Rob Lakovic is going to play. I'd been chatting to Owen Bradley during the week from the Nottingham Panthers. He had mentioned that he follows the Nottingham Panthers. He had mentioned that Lakovic was struggling with injury, but it looks like he's playing tonight. But they're still going to be minus Eric Werner. He's out of the lineup, a pivotal player for the Nottingham Panthers. But you're quite correct. They're minus Henley and Michaela tonight.
I talked to Mark Smith. Mark Smith got injured a few weeks ago, the doubleheader against Belfast. A shoulder injury. He's back and he's raring to go. He told me he's got new CCM twigs, new hockey sticks. Really excited about that. Let's get into the crux of it. There's some really good players are icing tonight, and I tell you what, two of the key competitors will be Mac Faulkner and Matt Francis.
Absolutely. Mac Faulkner was a player I know for a fact that Doug Christensen was trying to get into the Belfast Giants last year. Jared Adams worked his magic and got him into the Cardiff Devils. He lit the league up last year for Cardiff, scored a lot of goals last season. He had a bad injury at the end of last season, which curtailed his goal scoring. Matt Francis, another fantastic player for the Nottingham Panthers. Somebody who's into his third season now with the Panthers. Somebody who scores goals, game-winning goals. He's that X-Factor type player for me, Murph.
Two incredible players, two guys that are pivotal if either of these teams is going to come away with a big performance tonight. And we were lucky enough to catch up with the one and only Mac Faulkner just earlier today.
From Canada originally, and in Canada it's ingrained. Everybody starts playing hockey at a young age, and maybe I got into it when I was three or four, and ever since then it's kind of something I've always done. It's been a part of my life for the last 26, 27 years, and it's wound up taking me from Canada to the States to all across Europe and now to Cardiff. So did my MBA last year. My wife and I loved it, had a blast here, and it's kind of a friend of mine, Jay Latoulp, had played here a few years previous, had talked about the organization and the team, and yeah, so it's kind of, you know, through a personal connection and the coach at the time I had a good relationship with, and wound up coming to Cardiff. The league in general is getting better and better and better, which is awesome. You're getting guys who played in the NHL, and you're getting guys who played here and there, and that being said, there's expectations on every player, and the expectations on me this year are always going to be there, and you want to be in that position, because in that, with the expectations becomes the ice time and the expectation to perform. So I think in general, there's nothing I enjoy more than being in the dressing room, and that's like every day coming to work with the guys. You can't beat that, like the joking around. And then the lows, obviously, like sometimes the years or the periods in the year don't go the way you're supposed to, but it's how you manage and work through those kind of things. And this year, more so than last year, any team can beat any team on any night. Belfast has got off to a good start, probably about a third of the way through the year. They're in a position right now, them and Braehead, to obviously they're where you want to be at the start of the year. Obviously, we're not. But I think what you'll find is that because anybody can beat anybody on any night, that it'll be interesting. To try to predict the league is an absolute crapshoot. The Challenge Cup, I think from our perspective, we're 5-2 right now. We've got a big Challenge Cup game on Sunday. And the Challenge Cup, again, like, we're through, and to try to predict anything in this league, like just like the game tonight, I bet you if both teams show up to play, which undoubtedly every team seems to this year, that it's like, do you score on the power play? Does the puck drop your way? A big save from Dan. Those are the kind of things that swing the game. It's not there's not one team and the ice isn't slanted. But that's exciting. That's why you watch the game, right? Like, that's the best kind of hockey. That's the best kind of sport, where you really don't know the outcome, and it's just competition, out and out, go for it, and then that's why you watch a game. So predictions, and that's just being matter of fact. There's to try to predict the league this year is nuts.
Mac Faulkner, one of the class acts, and you hear him there, passionate about the city, passionate about hockey. Tonight's game here on Elite League Hockey is not the only one in the league. There's the out-of-town scoreboard: Sheffield, Hull, Edinburgh, Braehead, of course, our Rapid Solicitors Elite Ice Hockey League Game of the Week, the Panthers here at the Big Blue Tent. And of course, Coventry, Ben Olsen makes his return against the Fife Flyers. And let's take a look, Coach. The league table's looking pretty good there.
Yeah, well, the Belfast Giants are sitting proud at the top there, but obviously Nottingham Panthers have a few games in hand there, Murph. They're going to be looking to pick up 2 points tonight, get back up that league table, and getting right up there with the Belfast Giants. And what a start for the Dundee Stars, Murph, eh? People thought, the first 4 or 5 games, Jeff Hutchins, started off fantastically well, thinking the Dundee Stars are going to fall away here, but they've done fantastically well.
Huge win for them last night as well. And the past meetings between these two clubs.
Absolutely. 78 meetings, 28 wins for the Devils, 46 for the Nottingham Panthers, with 4 ties in there. Nottingham Panthers a real dominant force in British hockey. Cardiff Devils really are going to be pumped up for tonight's game, Murph. Really hope it's going to be a brilliant game.
It's a fantastic atmosphere here. You can hear it. The Big Blue Tent is one of the special places in the Elite Ice Hockey League. We talked to one of their super fans, Jonathan Williams, just moments ago. Jonathan Williams joins us now on Premier Sports. He's part of Red Army Travel, runs a great shop there wherever the Devils go. So does Red Army Travel, and of course you're part of the Supporters Club. Jonathan, big game here tonight. The most dominant team from last season's here, but the fans are going to come out en masse. And just tell us a little bit about your Supporters Club and how much you get behind this Cardiff Devils team.
Well, for not the biggest team in the league, I think we've got the best supporters. I know I'm obviously probably a little bit biased there, but I love our fans' passion. We get behind the team. We know we've not got the best facilities. We've not got the best rink for sure, but we do what we can. We help the players out with meals and the travel, obviously, as you said, and it's just to kind of give as much as we can to the team that we love, and just give us maybe a slight advantage over other teams is where we can get it, basically. And I think our fans love being the underdog, and we most games we sort of go into away especially expecting to lose and hope to win, and when we do win it feels good.
Well, I'll tell people who've maybe tuning in for the first time here on Premier Sports and seeing the Big Blue Tent in all its glory, tell them a little bit about this facility and how loud and raucous it can get when the fans are behind the club.
Well, normally it's very loud but tonight we've been moved out of Block 3, courtesy of you guys, so we're trying to kind of get an atmosphere going wherever we sort of find ourselves this evening. What we love is that everyone hates it. Everybody else that comes to see it hates the rink, because it's smaller than everywhere else, it's colder than everywhere else, the fans are right on top of you. It's intimidating when it gets going, and obviously when our fans get behind the team, it's the loudest rink in the league, no question at all.
Some great fans. Are the Red Army Travel Group and the Supporters Group happy to have Premier Sports doing a regular live game all the way through to the playoffs?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, to be honest, the sport needs every sort of bit of recognition it can get. We're a small sport in a small country, unfortunately. We're fighting with rugby, obviously football, and any coverage you guys give is fantastic. NHL coverage is second, and then obviously, so you guys doing this now, it just makes it the best. Well, obviously the best channel for sport, obviously.
Thanks. Enjoy the game tonight, Jonathan. Thanks for taking the time on Premier Sports.
No problem at all. Thanks, guys.
Jonathan Williams, one of the great fans. There's so many passionate fans around the Elite Ice Hockey League. it's one of the big parts of the game, isn't it? Let's talk about the recent form of both teams as well. These teams are both coming off big wins in their recent form, so to speak. And the Devils had a great weekend last weekend.
Cardiff Devils last weekend down in the Hull Stingrays picked up a fantastic 2 points on the road. Came back up into Cardiff Bay last Sunday evening. Murph picked up a massive 2 points against the Sheffield Steelers. Doug Christensen will have headed back down the road, not a happy man at all. Brent Pope absolutely ecstatic after a 4-point weekend.
And a huge win for Nottingham, because David Clark, they come back from the Continental Cup and he gets a hat trick there. We talked to both coaches about the recent form and about keys to victory here at the Big Blue Tent tonight. Cardiff Devils head coach Brent Pope joins us on Premier Sports right now. And Brent, a big fixture for you here tonight. Home crowd, but the most dominant team from last season coming here, and they're coming off a Continental Cup journey. This is a real big fixture for you guys tonight. The guys excited?
Yeah, they certainly are. I mean, I think last weekend was a good step in the right direction, and you want to maintain momentum, and that's the key. So much easier to keep something rolling that's already moving than it is to get it started. So this is massive for us to have a big performance here tonight. Obviously, we want a result, but the result comes as a result of a number of little things we have to execute and do well this evening. So very keen and excited about that. The guys know the game plan, and we're just, as we said, just hour away from the face off and the puck dropping.
Big 4-point weekend that you alluded to there. What are the keys to victory tonight and to get that sort of momentum going over from last weekend?
Well, I think we just got to hold our shape. I think one of the things that we have done, we've been in isolation, we've worked hard, we haven't necessarily worked smart. So when I say shape, I mean just hold our positioning on the ice. We have to be disciplined. We can't get into a situation where Nottingham's in the power play all night, or they will in fact hurt us and they'll damage us. But we must make plays. We must be able to make plays and execute them at times when it's crucial for us to take advantage of opportunities that are available to us. So we may not get many, but when we get them, we've got to take them, and we've got to obviously nullify theirs.
Thanks, Coach. Thanks for taking the time here on Premier Sports, and good luck tonight.
Thanks very much, guys.
Rick Strachan of the Nottingham Panthers joins us now on Premier Sports. And Coach, big weekend last weekend, the Continental Cup, a great effort over there, and then you come home, you beat the Edinburgh Capitals at home. You guys happy to be back, and sort of the focus turns now on the league?
Yeah, it was great while it lasted in the Continental Cup, but that's over now, and we have a lot of games to make up, and all these games right now are basically games in hand for us. So we got to take every game one at a time, and we got to be successful.
This is a tough place to play. I know a lot of coaches over the years have told me it's tough to come into the Big Blue Tent and steal points. What are some of the keys for you guys to come in here and get a win on a Saturday night?
You got to play fast. You got to play fast, direct hockey. North-south. You can't go east-west in this rink. You got to stop on pucks. You got to finish your checks.
Thanks for taking the time to join us on Premier Sports, and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Great to hear from both coaches there, and Aaron Murphy, Neil the coach, Russell. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back with Face Off here on the Rapid Solicitors Elite Ice Hockey League right after this break. Welcome back, Premier Sports, your home for hockey and the Rapid Solicitors Elite Ice Hockey League coverage. There's the starting lineup for your Cardiff Devils.
Absolutely, Murph. Cardiff Devils are a very strong team, but they're looking to make their way back up that table. They've not had the start that they wanted at all, Murph.
Dan Lacosta, your starting goalie, he's been great, and here is your Nottingham Panthers with Neil Conway in net.
Neil Conway in net. Craig Kowalski still out injured. Big miss for the Nottingham Panthers. Let's hope for a really good game moving forward into this one, Murph.
Well, Coach, pitter-patter, let's get at her.
Absolutely, Murph, let's go.
Elite Ice Hockey League action here on Premier Sports, your home for hockey. Dean Smith, your head official, Kieran O'Halloran, and Sam Motton join him. If you want to get involved in the conversation, use the hashtag PremierEIHL. We're underway here at the Big Blue Tent. Marsh, headman there. Myers, he's a former Nottingham Panther, big number 8 there in red. He won 3 big titles with the Panthers last year. He's a Cardiff boy, came home, off-season acquisition. You know he'll want to stick it in against his old team, Coach.
Big acquisition for the Cardiff Devils. Was a stalwart with the Nottingham Panthers for many years. As you said, he picked up many championships down in Nottingham, but he's come home. He's a Cardiff boy, born and bred. He's come home into the Cardiff arena. Maybe hasn't started the season off as well as he maybe would have wanted to, but sometimes it takes certain players a wee bit longer to get into the season. Matthew Myers will still come up trumps come the end of March.
Absolutely. And speaking of trumps, there's Mac Faulkner. We talked to him before the game. One of the game's most dynamic offensive players. Kalous, former NHLer, shot there, Lacosta. Big save. Kalous, one of those guys that they've brought in here that's just from a fantastic pedigree, Coach.
Unbelievable, Murph, for the Nottingham Panthers to pick up a former Boston Bruin. Played 11 games in the NHL. You don't play in the NHL unless you're a top player.
Andrew Lord backpedals there. Kirka, he's come in here. Also a high pedigree, number 91 in red. Another dynamic offensive weapon for Coach Brent Pope to use here this evening in Cardiff Bay. Richardson fires in. Just deflected to the side there. Back to the point. The Devils drawing energy from this home crowd. It's loud here at the tent tonight.
It's something that Brent Pope will have said at the start of the game. Get the crowd into it.
Out front there. Faulkner bats at it. The Panthers shut the door but can't clear.
Ooh.
Big hit there. Kirka takes a bit of a pasting from Joe Jensen there, Coach.
Absolutely massive hit there. You don't often see those types of hits any longer, those mid-ice hits, but that was a great hit by Jensen there. Great start by the Cardiff Devils. Early pressure, early sustained pressure, trying to get a few shots in on Conway.
Here's the hit here. Boom. In the trolley tracks. Richardson to Quiney. Speaking of big guys, that Rupert Quiney is about 6'5". You see his shadow coming around the corner before you see him. Chance again. The Devils certainly out here with emotion and energy. Quiney, wrist shot, blocked down in front. Panthers relieve the pressure and get it out. Richardson backpedals there, ahead for Davies. Davies down. Goes to the outside. Beats Lee. Blight battles there. Blight off the wall. Around Lee. Out front. Ooh. Puck goes dead there. Good start. Important to mention that Stephen Lee, Team GB International, a stalwart on this blue line, he picked up some honors at the Continental Cup.
Best defenseman in that Continental Cup over in Asiago for the Nottingham Panthers last week. What a fantastic achievement for a young British defenseman. You know, I know Corey Nielsen has taken him under his wings the last few seasons. Fantastic to see that a British guy goes away to a European tournament and picks up such an accolade.
Matthew Myers, he wins the draw there. Back for Marsh. Up to Myers. He dumps it in. Max Berbreyer, one of the long-serving great warriors for the Cardiff Devils. Francis, we talked about him off the top. Keep an eye on number 17 in white. A fantastic offensive presence for Corey Nielsen's Nottingham Panthers. Lakovic, Robert Lakovic, Team GB International, who has been out with an injury. Good to see Lako back in there.
Absolutely, 23 points in 20 games as well this season for Lakovic. What a fantastic young player again. Nottingham seem to produce a lot of these young offensive talents.
So far, though, the Devils not impressed or intimidated. They've taken the play here. Plumpton with a big shot, just missed. Down low. Faulkner tries to give and go there. Back the other way, Francis. Faulkner won't give up, though. Lee Salters, one of the big bodies on the Panthers, skulking through there. Here comes Francis. Head of steam. Nice little backhand sift in there as the Panthers make changes. There's Smith, number 5, back in the lineup after a shoulder injury. Give away there. Big chance, Capraro. Bat it down in front by Smith. Puck comes off, or net comes off there.
You got to watch for people like David Clark. He's fantastic in that area there, in that offensive area. That guy can shoot a puck from any angle. Capraro as well, another top player. Nottingham Panthers, Murph, are stacked with quality players. The Cardiff Devils have got to maintain their discipline throughout the course of this game.
David Clark coming off a hat trick Wednesday night against the Edinburgh Capitals and had a good few games over at the Continental Cup, and of course he just recently had his testimonial there in Nottingham, so it's been a busy time for Captain Clarkey.
He's a fantastic player, and he's been a thorn in the side of many of the top teams in the Elite League over the years. What a fantastic player, great servant, just goes about his hockey in the right way, Murph.
Capraro walks the line, shoots there. Lacosta saw it all the way. Plumpton happy to get it out. Kirka gives chase there. He won't win the race. Benedict touches up for icing.
Interesting to see Brandon Benedict playing defence. We're normally used to seeing him flying up in the forward lines there, so we are for the Nottingham Panthers. Of course, I think it's his 5th season now in the Elite League. Had a couple of seasons with the Belfast Giants. He's now into his, I think it's his 3rd season with the Nottingham Panthers. A fantastic hockey player. Hardest worker you'll come across in any team. Fantastic worker, Brandon Benedict.
Well, when those guys, you get a guy at this level who can play forward and defense, what an asset.
Absolutely.
Of course, Corey Nielsen taking advantage of that here tonight. Some guys out. Henley still suspended. They've got some injuries. Loins, Bob Wren. Some guys with real pedigree out. So Benedict playing a pivotal role here tonight, Coach.
Complete team man, and I know from his Belfast Giants days, likes of Todd Kelman, absolutely adored Brandon Benedict because he was a complete team man, and I'm sure that's why Corey Nielsen continually brings back Brandon Benedict season after season.
Smith up the line there. Trouble there. They couldn't clear, and Jensen came in. We've got a penalty call. Dean Smith going to tee him up there for slashing. Great opportunity now. We talked about Smithy coming back into the lineup. Maybe, a little bit of rust, bit of a giveaway there, but that could be a good penalty. Sometimes when you're being pressed like that, you've got to take a hook or a slash to prevent a goal.
Absolutely. Brent Pope probably a bit happy enough in some ways. You're quite right there. The guy was in on goal, but Brent Pope will have said, this guys, you've got to stay out of the penalty box tonight. The Nottingham Panthers are absolutely ruthless on the power play, Murph.
Yeah, their power play percentage is unbelievable. They have a lot of offensive weapons. We'll see here now. Salters back to the point. Big shot there, and Lacosta flashes the leather. Stops the Murray blast.
He's got a fantastic glove. I've seen Lacosta play a few times already this season. He's got a really good glove hand. Listen, he's a former NHL player. There for the Columbus Blue Jackets. What a fantastic player. And we can see their great glove by Lacosta.
Murray with the big shot, but Lacoste, as you mentioned, NHL pedigree. If he can see it, he's going to stop it. Good example of that there. Big Salters to Francis. Back to the point to Clark. Clark playing the point on the power play here. Up into the netting. Lakovic out there as well. There's a lot of firepower out here for the Panthers.
The Nottingham Panthers are always scary whenever it comes to their firepower, Murph. There's no question about that. Corey Nielsen likes to build a really offensive and physical team. He always has big bodies in there, but he also has players like Lakovic and Matt Francis, smaller, nippier type guys. Brandon Benedict as well. Firepower absolutely all over the ice. David Clark is lethal on the power play for the Nottingham Panthers.
Aaron Murphy alongside Neil the Coach Russell here on Premier Sports, your home for hockey, the Rapid Solicitors Elite Ice Hockey League. What an atmosphere here tonight. Where would you rather be here but on Premier Sports? Saturday night at the Big Blue Tent. 15:15 to go. Here, chance. Lacosta shuts the door again. Kalous took a slash there. Number 15, Kalous, as you mentioned, a former Boston Bruin, took a slash. No call.
And he's still not happy about it until he's holding his hand. Having a word here with Plumpton as he skates off the ice.
Plumpton gave him the two-hander. Callis with the slash back. He's not going to back down. 50 seconds to go. Man advantage here. Panthers move the puck around smoothly. Big chance. Deflected wide. Beer Brayers without a stick as well. Capraro puts it in the corner. Jensen right in front of us here. Batch battles there. Ryan, it comes out. Ben Davies, shorthanded. Ben Davies, can he get there? Conway comes out. Off the post, the play goes dead. There's a hooking call coming up, Coach.
Yes, and it was a definite hook as well. It was a good call there by Dean Smith. Straight in on goal, and he gave him a good hook back there. Just trying to see the replay here. We're a wee bit caught off guard there in some ways. We can't really see that angle that well.
Ryan,
there,
it's going to be Ryan. Coach, watch this. Good wheels by Davies.
Yeah, definite penalty there. Again, one of those ones that you take for the team.
Just plinks it off the post there. Conway looking back. Happy to see that go off the post. 4-on-4 hockey. 23 seconds to go in the Mark Smith penalty, and then they'll have a short power play as Ryan goes for hooking. Lacosta comes out, plays the puck nicely there, ahead to Faulkner in transition to Kirka. They come through the neutral zone with some speed. Kirka, fantastic skater, fantastic stick handler. You see it there. Played some games with the Czech national senior team. That's the pedigree he brings. Back the other way, Francis. doesn't get it to the net. Robert Lakovic into space, nobody home. Now a power play for the Devils. Mark Smith penalties over, and now the Ryan Minor kicks in here. Here comes Batch. Batch goes high. Conway shuts the door.
Great effort there and a great save by Neil Conway. I think. Was that Blight? Was that Blight?
Batch, I
was
believe.
it Batch? Was it? A fantastic save by Conway.
You're right, it was Blight.
I thought it was. I've seen that guy play quite a few times there. Number 61, Chris Blight. He'll have been maybe disappointed, but he's made him work. He's made Conway work there, Murph, so he has. And Conway's come up with a good save for the Nottingham Panthers.
Good spot by Neil Russell. Lord digs in against Callis. He's obviously not feeling effects of that slash. Kirka down low, into the corner, out front. Lord bangs away at it. Number 71 having a whack. There's Kirka. Skitters through the crease. Fans don't like it. Net comes off when all the pressure was on Nottingham. The fans let Dean Smith know it.
It's got a bit loud in here, and you're quite right. Dean Smith's coming a wee bit of flack here, but good sustained pressure there by the Cardiff Devils. Andrew Lord, we've seen it before. Andrew Lord's a fantastic workhorse for the Cardiff Devils.
Faulkner went straight to the officials there. Lord wins the draw back. Give and go. Light. Kirka so strong on the puck. Spins away from two checks there. Oh, nice play there by Francis. As good an offensive player as he is, you see the active stick in the lane right there. Buys them about 100 feet there. Faulkner. Francis. Happy to take some precious seconds off the clock, but Faulkner so aggressive. Steals it back. Kirka. Down low. Faulkner. Give and go there. Richardson was coming in. Panthers happy to relieve the pressure as they make a change here. 15 seconds to go on the Matt Ryan penalty.
Kirka has really impressed me so far, Murph. You're quite right. He's so strong on the puck. He's got great skill. He's skipping past a few of the Nottingham Panthers defensemen there. He's going to be a pivotal player for the Cardiff Devils.
Beerbreyer out front. Nobody home. Chance now. Jensen, he's had a good start to this game. That's deflected up and out of play by Ben Davies. A good defensive play there. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. So what do you think there? We see a chance on the power play for both teams, but both penalty killing units up to the task.
Absolutely, you're quite right, Murph. I still believe that Brent Pope will be the one that will be saying we need to maintain our discipline here. We cannot be giving away any silly penalties whatsoever. We do not want Nottingham Panthers playing 5-on-4 hockey against those guys. They're so strong offensively, Murph.
There's number 19, Robert Farmer back. He was over in Alaska playing for the Alaskan Aces. Back here, back home. He's a Nottingham boy. Happy to be back. Talked to him before the game. He was all smiles. Number 19, a Team GB international. Fantastic sniper as well. Clark just offside.
Great to see Farmer back. You're quite right. It's disappointing as well, though, in some ways, that a young British guy goes away all the way to place for Alaska, and all of a sudden he gets chopped after 4 games. Robert Farmer's a talented hockey player, but listen, at the end of the day, Alaska's loss is a Nottingham Panthers gain, and a fantastic player.
Well, I talked to Robert Farmer before the game. Like I said, he was smiling ear to ear to be back around some of his mates, and he was talking to GB mates, Mark Richardson there. And he basically just said that the Aces were really good and he didn't get the ice time to show what he could do. And he's back here, and you'll see there's a chance. Tipped in front. Great play there. Ryan was causing all kinds of trouble. Blight can't get it out. They get it out on the second chance. But you'll see Farmer will contribute here in Nottingham, no doubt about it. Dean Smith, hand goes up again. That's going to be an interference call.
Brandon Benedict's not too happy about it. I can tell you that. Whenever he got up, he had a quick word there. I think it was maybe with Davies. He doesn't look too happy with Dean Smith's call there whatsoever. But Cardiff Devils go on the power play here, Murph, with 11:34 in the first still to go.
Interference call on Benedict, and that was all Davies, keeping his feet moving. And it's so important when you watch Ben Davies. He just keeps going and he draws penalties like that.
He's a small guy, but he's tenacious. He's hard to get off the puck.
Face off to the left to Conway. 11:34 to go, scoreless here. Lakovic wins the draw. Smart play there. Relieves the pressure. Lacosta comes out. Francis pressures. Blight tries to tip it out. Lakovic troubling him there. Giveaway. Francis to Lakovic. Lakovic would like to have that one again. Good play there on a broken chance. Another one here. Weaver jumps in off the point. Fantastic offensive defenseman is Weaver. Nearly with the shorthanded goal there as Benedict sits. It looked like the Panthers were on the power play.
It's not surprising, Murph, that Matt Francis is out there in the penalty kill for the Nottingham Panthers. This guy does it all. He is a tireless workhorse for the Panthers. Works his backside off, up and down the ice. Fantastic, fantastic player.
Lord gives chase. Weaver, nice little tap pass there. Panthers back the other way in transition. Here comes Callis. Callis battles with Marsh. Davies. Happy to go back in with Morissette. And we both talked about how impressed we were with Morissette this year. We saw him play in Belfast a few times, and he was fantastic that weekend.
Another...
Davies! It doesn't get through. Sorry, coach.
Another player who's a bit like Matt Francis, absolutely tenacious, charges down everything, chases a puck down, but whenever he's got the puck, he's hard to get off the puck. He's got goals in him as well, Murph, so he's a fantastic player. Really, really impressed with Jake Morissette so far.
Davies tried to put it back in there for Bearbrayer. Broken play. Francis happy to send it down to Lacosta. 28 seconds to go in the Benedict interference call. Not much going on this power play, but still plenty of time here for Brent Pope's Devils. Clark hits Myers, former teammates. They battle down low there. Weaver punches it ahead, and once again, all the way down. No rhythm so far on this power play. With only 4 seconds to go, that should do it. Benedict back out. 9.5 minutes to go here on Premier Sports. Your home for hockey. Clark, like a shark in the water there, coming through the crease. The arm has gone up again. Weaver's going to go for tripping, it looks like, but Lacosta goes to the bench on the delayed call. Puck comes out. Smith to Faulkner. Faulkner back to Smith. Plenty of time here. Happy as they have the delayed penalty. Panthers.
Quite a bit happening
touch up there with Norton.
Quite a bit happening off the puck. I don't know if you're seeing it as well, Murph. A lot of guys, Clark and Plumpton there, came together away from the puck. Big Henley there as well. Just a lot of things happening away from the action, so to speak. You know, it's getting a wee bit niggly.
You can see there, Weaver just hauls him down.
That's a fair call. He can't complain about that one, Murph.
Well, Dean Smith is going to call a fair game, and when you do that in front of the official, there's no doubt about it.
I thought Dean Smith called a really good game last weekend against the Belfast Giants. The first live game for Premier Sports. Very fair, let the game flow, but he's got to call what he says.
His crew were great last week, but the teams played a good, solid hockey game. There wasn't a lot of after the whistle stuff, so, you know, he's going to call what he sees. He makes the Weaver minor there. Once again, though, you had to be impressed. They're good on the draw on their own end, and they keep just dumping it down. Happy. Simple plays. Keep it away. Back the other way. Perka pass Lee. To Blight. Screen in front. Conway didn't see it. Didn't quite get on net. Cycle down low. Faulkner to Kirka. Kirka back. Minute and a half to go in the Weaver minor. Richardson back in for Lord. Lord fights hard there. Comes off the wall, looking for Blight. He keeps it in. Backhand pass in for Faulkner. He lets it go. Lord, another chance here to clear and relieve the pressure. Once again, it's no problem for Francis on that play.
He is fantastic. I just watched him that entire penalty kill there, Murph. Works his backside off. He gets in the shooting lanes. He gets skates in the way. It's a fantastic penalty kill.
Marsh didn't get all of that. Fanned on it there. Conway stays happy. This is an impressive penalty kill so far, because whether they're getting control and dumping it down all the way down on La Casa, or whether they want to win a draw, Conway has the, he has the appreciation that his centerman's going to win that draw. So far this penalty kill looks pretty good for Nottingham.
Absolutely, Murph. Couldn't agree more. Neil Conway looks very solid in goal, but the Nottingham Panthers, listen, they're a well-drilled unit. We know what Corey Nielsen's like. He drills his guys really hard on the power play and on the penalty kill. Listen, it's a fantastic team. The Nottingham Panthers are so good, so well drilled.
Defending Challenge Cup champions, defending league champions, and defending playoff final, grand final champions. They have it all. Chance here now, Ryan. Up, couldn't get it out. Morissette has to come back to center ice. 25 seconds to go in the Weaver Minor. 7:15 to go, first period action, scoreless. Here's Myers, he'd love one. Unfortunately, denied there. Bear behind the net. Bear again. Tries to go to the net hard, works very hard in there. Unfortunately, Kalous is there to once again. Simple play like that, they change it up, back to full strength. 6:50 to go, 5-on-5 hockey. No score, Clark! Davy Clark, the captain, shoots! Big save, Lacosta. What a chance by Clarkie.
Absolutely. You can't afford to give David Clark that amount of space here. I see Berbier and Caparo having words, but good glove hand again there by Lacosta, Murph. But you just cannot afford to give a player of the quality of David Clark an opportunity like that.
Unbelievable reaction there. I mean, like you said, Clark is such a sniper. He's picking his spot there. Lacosta doesn't give him anything and just stays with him, forces him to make his spot. Good save. Just wide there. There was traffic in front. Smith up for Lord. Lee turns and gives chase. Oh, nice move there. All Devils on that sequence. Faulkner keeps it in. The captain Clark. Nice pass there. Salters. Net comes off there. The Panthers fans are behind us, coach, and they are not happy about that. They felt there was a hook on the play.
They did indeed, and listen, what a fantastic pass by David Clark, first and foremost, into Lee Salters. Great vision from David Clark. We've already spoken about his quality, Murph, so we have, but Lee Salters in goal there, and you're quite right, the Nottingham Panthers fans behind us ain't happy at all.
I thought a few people in the front row were coming over after us there to get to Dean Smith. Davies and Francis dig in there. Quiney, chased by Farmer. Puck comes out. Blight gives chase. Davies pressures in on Francis. Farmer manages to get it out. Here comes Lakovic. Lakovic, nice pass there. Farmer was tied up by Rupert Quiney. Two big lads there. Quiney so strong on the puck as well. Richardson dumps it up. Lee, quick pass to Francis. Just taps it in. Richardson. He'll take his time as Francis keeps an eye on him. Now it's Boxall. Quiney and Boxall. Boxall goes down. Quiney backhands it. Can't quite get into the zone. Little bit scrambly in the neutral zone now. 5.5 minutes to go. First period action. Don't forget, you can reach out to us. I'm on @MurphOnIce, and the coach is @Rustler147. Hashtag Premier EIHL. Get involved. Drop us a note. Questions, comments, queries. Big play there by Quiney. Nice play. We got to give a big shout out from Tarna. Wanted us to say hello to Megan Crawford. Megan Crawford's a huge Panthers fan. She lives for the Panthers and for ice skating. She's watching in Nottingham tonight. So Megan Crawford, hope you're enjoying this one on Premier Sports. Quiney gets caught there. Panthers jump all over. Quiney makes up for his mistake there. Boxes out. Richardson up the wall. Kept in by Clark. Ryan. They buzz now. Jensen. Strong along the wall there. speaking of strong, number 8, Matthew Myers, one of the strongest players in the league.
He is indeed. He's a fantastic player, and we've already waxed lyrical about his performances over the years with the Nottingham Panthers, and he's maybe had a slow enough start to the season with the Cardiff Devils, but Matthew Myers will come into the season and he'll start popping up with some fantastic goals. He's an absolute workhorse, finishes his checks. He's a good, honest professional, great British player. Love watching Matthew Myers play.
We joked about Olsen's big fist threatening me with a bow tie. We got a message from Devin Dediamete. He wanted to say he's a former Cardiff Devil, a character. They'll remember him around these parts. He asked me, ask Benny Olsen if his fist misses my head. So a good sense of humor with Dediamete. He signed, he was playing in the Swedish Elite League. He's now, he told me, going to play over in Italy. Devin Dediamete, one of the great characters in the Elite League last year, fought Benny Olsen many times here at the Big Blue Tent.
He certainly lit up social media on many occasions as well, did Devin. But, you know, the league's lesser for not having that type of a character in the league. He was a great character to have.
Good luck to him in Italy. 4 minutes to go. Capraro. End around for Clark. Capraro again. Back for Callis. Oh, a nice play there, but a good save by Lacosta. Clark goes in hard there. You see how hard the captain works. Trying to get the first goal of this game. Here comes Faulkner. Faulkner's got Kirk. Oh, nice play there by Weaver. Good defensive play from the offensive dynamo that is Jonathan Weaver.
Jonathan Weaver seems to have been about forever in British ice hockey. A fantastic player. A great pickup by Corey Nielsen at the start of last season from the Coventry Blaze. Jonathan Weaver can do it all. Score goals, but his primary role is a defenseman, and he does his role night in, night out for the Nottingham Panthers.
Marsh up for Lord. Bit of a bounce play there. Panthers happy to turn it up in transition. Lakovic battles there. Throws it into space. Francis was trying to get there. Lakovic here in the corner. Battles with Smith. Out front there, Elise Salters, big number 24.
He is huge, Murph. He is a huge guy. I saw him as he came into the arena earlier on. An absolute monster of a guy, and can put himself about, but he's come up with a lot of goals as well for the Nottingham Panthers. He can play hockey okay.
Yeah, he's impressed me this season. But we know he's a rugged player, no stranger to the rough stuff, but he's played some good hockey for Corey Nielsen's outfit.
Absolutely, 6'4", 225 pounds. You know, he's come up with 10 goals, 16 assists this season. He can do it all. That's the type of player you want to see in the league. Someone who can be abrasive whenever he needs to be, but can play the game as well.
The intensity notching up now. Back and forth we go. Both goalies have played well. Both penalty killing units have played well. Physicality amping up now. And speaking of big, strong guys, there's Quiney in there battling. Quiney also about 6'5". Here's Max Bearbrayer. He's no shrinking violet either.
Quiney did very well back in that play there, Murph.
Richardson out front. Bearbrayer shoots and scores to the max. It's 1-0 Devils.
Max Bearbrayer getting in there, putting the puck on goal. When you put the puck on goal, good things happen. Max Bearbrayer, fantastic player over the years for the Cardiff Devils. 1-0 Cardiff with 1 minute 52 to go in the first period.
We were just saying he's the workhorse. Right, watch this.
He's a workhorse. You're quite right. Gets the puck away there. Gets it through Conway. Good finish there for Big Max. I think that's his 6th of the season now for the Cardiff Devils. He's had a fairly slow start as well, so he has for Cardiff. But again, Max Bearbrayer, season in, season out, comes up with important goals for the Cardiff Devils.
Good pass by Mark Richardson as well. 1-0. The fans let us know how happy they are about that. Here in Cardiff. That's the start they would have wanted. That's up into the net. If you're Brent Pope, you're happy with that start.
Well, absolutely. It's the thing that you would have wanted with 1:41 in the first to go, to come up with the go-ahead goal. Max Bearbrayer getting the crowd amped up here in the Big Blue Tent in Cardiff. They'll be happy. Brent Pope will just be saying, concentrate now for the next 1:41. Concentrate. Let's go into the end of the first period. One goal up.
Alex Knight wants to say hi to his dad, Melvin Knight, watching his first Panthers game on Premier Sports. Welcome, Melvin. Hope you're enjoying this one. It's been exciting so far. Minute 30 to go. Faulkner in front, and boy, you got to be impressed with the way the Devils have come out here against probably the most intimidating team in the EIHL.
Nottingham Panthers, as we've already said, Murph, have it all. They're big, they're physical, but they've also got the skillful players as well. They're a stacked team. They always are, year in, year out. But Brent Pope obviously has the guys fired up. They've come out, played really, really well. I have to say, really impressed.
How about that hat? Let's talk about getting fired up. Look at that hat.
He's a passionate guy. We know that, and we had a good chat with him before the game, and we know he eats, sleeps and drinks the Cardiff Devils, and he's a passionate guy. He'll have his team fired up before tonight's game.
Panthers, let's see. This is important. This is what good teams do. They respond to a marker like that. So they're down 1-0, but there's no panic in Corey Nielsen's side. Let's see if they put a stamp on a statement shift here. They've got some firepower out here, and no surprise to see Big Salters out here now.
Big physical presence, and as we already said, he's come up with some really important goals for the Nottingham Panthers. He gets to the net in these types of situations as well, screens the goalie really well. And again, no surprise, who else is out there? Matt Francis, proven performer.
Faulkner does well, though. Two guys that are really good in the face-off circle. Right there, Faulkner gets the better of Francis. Dumped back in. Benedict. We talked about him, how important he is. Plays forward and defense, and when you can play at this level, so many different positions, what an asset. He's been great tonight so far for Corey Nielsen's Panthers.
It's no shock whatsoever to me, Murph, that he's one of the first players you see signed by the Nottingham Panthers at the end of every season. Brandon Benedict's a fantastic player. Any team in this league would have Brandon Benedict with him.
Less than a minute to go here. Murray keeps it in. Murray, Morissette. And he went for a rough ride into the boards. Puck comes out. There's Francis. He battles with Batch. Batch puts him into the boards hard. LaCosta comes out. Clark's coming with speed. Give away. The captain, Clark, out front. Big chance there. Net's off. Net was off. LaCosta made the save. Fantastic sequence there, and that, like I said, Chris Murray with the shot, that might have been a bit of a statement shift after giving up the goal.
Absolutely, and Dan LaCosta there, again, the Nottingham faithful behind us here aren't too happy about that goal coming off. Dan LaCosta's skate going in on it again. The net seemed to be coming off a wee bit on the easy side here tonight, Murph, shall we say.
25 seconds to go, first period action. And once again, LaCosta happy to give his centerman the chance to win the face-off. I mean, so far so good. Like you said, if you're Brent Pope, you're pretty happy. But if you're Corey Nielsen, though, you're coming off a win on Wednesday. There's nothing to panic about here. Plus, you had a busy weekend last weekend in the Continental Cup.
Absolutely. Listen, Corey Nielsen will not worry for 1 second about it. This team, and nor will his team, because it's stacked full of former NHLers, AHLers. These guys have been all around the block. They've played enough games to know there's plenty of time to get back in and ahead in this game.
Whistle goes again. We're down 11 seconds to go. Bear the goal scorer from Richardson. Good to see Mark Smith back in the lineup for Cardiff, and as we mentioned, Robert Lakovic back in as well.
Absolutely. Again, I was chatting to Owen Bradley, the correspondent who works a lot with the Nottingham Panthers. He was saying Lakovic had a spasm in his oblique, which isn't obviously nice last week over in Asiago, but it's good to see him back, a real strong, really good British talent.
Speaking of strong, Bear out muscles Weaver there. Great period for the home team and a good period for the road team as well. The penalty kill was good. The goaltending was good. A 1-0 scoreline after 20 minutes. A really exciting period, Coach.
I don't think Corey Nielsen's going to be too worried at all, as we've just said. I think he'll get his guys back into the room, calm them down a wee bit, and just sort out a few things. He'll probably want his power play to be a bit better than what it has been so far. But the penalty kill has been so good on both teams. You're quite right, but he'll probably want a few more shots in on LaCosta whenever they get the opportunity. Maybe that's something that they will need to work on moving into the second period.
And you see LaCosta right there. He was absolutely brilliant in that period. There's the Bear goal, late in the first period. A great pass by Richardson. That's the goal they needed. They wanted to get out in front against this team.
It's a big thing. You know yourself, whenever you're in 8th place like the Cardiff Devils, momentum is a huge thing. Whenever you come into your own home arena, you want your fans to be behind you. You want you pushing you forward. You want that go-ahead goal. Whenever you get that go-ahead goal, it gets the fans involved, and at the end of the day, they go in 1-0 up. Brent Pope's going to be a happy coach.
What a period, what a game, what a night here on Premier Sports. Don't touch that dial. We'll be back with first intermission analysis and highlights right after this. Aaron Murphy, Neil Russell, back here on your home for hockey, Premier Sports, the Rapid Solicitors Elite Ice Hockey League Match of the Week. What a night so far. 1-0 on a Max Bearbrayer goal from Mark Richardson, and it was a beauty.
Absolutely great work by the Cardiff Devils. And we've said it before, whenever you get the puck into the likes of big Max Bearbrayer, you cannot leave him too much space. He got space in on goal, shot the puck, get in behind Conway there. 1-0 Cardiff Devils. Brent Pope's going to be a very, very happy coach going into that first period.
It was an intense first period. We're going to have a look back at all the replays now. There was a lot of saves in that first period. Both goalies, Conway and Lacoste, really played well, and I mean the scoreline could have been a lot worse than 1-0.
Absolutely, and we've touched about Dan Lacoste, a former NHLer, so he is, and the quality in this league now with goaltending is absolutely superb.
Well, there's Conway. Just lucky with the post there, and a big save there. You were right there. The net seemed to be coming off very, very easily in that period there.
Yeah.
Faulkner thought he had a chance there. Net comes off.
It came off quite a few times, didn't it, Murph?
Big chance there as well. Myers would have liked to bury that top shelf. He was going top shelf. Here's Clarkey.
We touched on it in commentary as well. You can't afford to give David Clark that amount of space, but you're quite right. I think Matthew Myers is going to be really disappointed. He'll have been looking to put that away. I think whenever he looks back on it, he'll be disappointed he didn't score in that one, Murph.
I mean, and Clark, he's been so busy coming off his testimonial and three goals against Edinburgh. He would have liked to have that one. Here's the goal.
Great work from Davies. Putting the puck back across goal. Max Bearbrayer in the right place at the right time. You put the puck on goal, good things happen.
I mean, Conway played it well. He goes right to left very quickly there, but Bearbrayer just leans on that, and it was a pinpoint perfect pass from Richardson right there. Absolutely perfect, and through the 5-hole there on Neil Conway. But Max Bearbrayer is a seasoned campaigner now with the Cardiff Devils. Comes up with important goals all the time for them, and great to see. Well, if you're Max Bearbrayer, you see the jubilation there. You're pretty happy because this is a Nottingham Panthers team that probably a lot of people are saying they're going to come in to the big blue tent and they're going to assert their will. That period, they certainly didn't assert their will. If anything, the Devils came out with more emotion and looked like they wanted it more in the first 5 minutes, maybe. I agree, but let's not forget that the Panthers are playing Murph minus two imports as well tonight. Obviously, Henley and McKellar are both suspended from tonight's game, but the Nottingham Panthers still have big physical presence in the likes of Lee Salters as well there. But, maybe that's something that Corey Nielsen will say. That was an intense period of hockey, fair enough. But he'll maybe want his bigger guys, his go-to guys, maybe just to up the physicality a wee bit more against the Cardiff Devils. Incredibly busy period, but you know what? It's busy all around the Rapid Solicitors Elite Ice Hockey League. There's some out-of-town scores. Hull Stingrays 1-0 up at home to the Sheffield Steelers. Coach Christensen will not be a happy man at all, but they've still a period to pull that one back, but things just aren't clicking for the Sheffield Steelers at the minute. Obviously, Braehead Clan 3-1 up against the Edinburgh Capitals. Braehead Clan going really, really well. Really pleased for Ryan Finnerty. I think he's a fantastic coach. Obviously had a tough gig last year in Sheffield, but they're 3-1 up at the end of the first period there. Matt Toe, former Belfast Giant as well, coming up with another goal. Fife Flyers 1-1 against the Coventry Blaze at the end of that first period. No surprise to see who scored for the Coventry Blaze there, Janand. He is just a superb goal scorer. Absolutely on fire. I believe that's his 24th of this season. I think he has more goals in games played, which is absolutely phenomenal no matter what the league is. And I tell you what, phenomenal. Here's a number. I believe Brent Pope has been in the Cardiff Devils organization in some way, shape, or form, and that good hat he was wearing on the bench there for 17 seasons. We had a great chat with Brent Pope about the club, the city, and his involvement here with the Devils.
Well, Cardiff as a club, the history is, we're 28 years old now. The reason why the club is named the Cardiff Devils is red, white, and green is the colors of the national flag here. And at the time in the National Hockey League, red, white, and green was the New Jersey Devils. So hence the name why we got called the Cardiff Devils. And John Lawless was the man who started this club back then. And they went through a real rich time period. At the time, rugby and football maybe not going as well in the city as they are now. And ice hockey really fit a niche, and it was a very exciting blue-collar sport that was fast and physical, and it was really appealing to the Welsh people. But the club went through a really rich time, and I think probably up until 2000 things went well, but there's a difference between the club and the business of the club, and the business of ice hockey in Cardiff has not always been stable. And then I would say over the last 10 to 12 years, it's gone through a fluctuating time period where it's gone up and down. But there has been this promise of this new facility that we are looking to enter at the start of the 2015-16 season, the permanent home. And it's been discussed since I was here 17 years ago, and it's finally going to arrive. But it hasn't been without a lot of people along the way waiting for its arrival and a lot of anticipation. And unfortunately, some of the subsequent sort of pain of it not coming as soon as we had hoped. But the people who really care about ice hockey and really care about the Cardiff Devils are still here. And we have a very bright future, and everybody that's going to be a part of it, it's a pleasure to play for this city, it's a pleasure to play for this club, and the club will continue to move forward. The differences between being a player and a coach, I mean, you want me to hit it right over the top? I'll say it's generally self-involvement. When you're a player, you're thinking about yourself and your job exclusively, what you have to do. Whilst you learn and understand what's being requested of you from the coach who gives you that instruction, your general focus is on you. And whilst you are a good teammate and you are encouraged to make sure that you support your teammates to allow them to do their jobs, generally your focus is on you. Whereas the coach, your responsibility is for 20 players. And equally, it's for the 15 to 2,000 people that watch the brand of hockey that you're able to hopefully create. And whether or not it's attractive and it warrants their coming and paying their money to come and watch it. So the difference is that one's a facilitator and one's a doer. And the coach is a facilitator. You provide a service by managing men to get on the same page together, whereas the player, you're simply going about executing a function as required, within a team. Well, this weekend for ourselves is it's an opportunity for us to push on from what was a solid weekend last weekend against the Hull Stingrays, and then at home against the Sheffield Steelers. We've had our challenges this season. I think they're well documented, and the reason, it's so much more easy to maintain momentum than it is to start momentum right from a dead standstill. So we have an opportunity to build on last weekend, and the key is good performances, attention to detail, and attention to the areas of your game that you need to strengthen. I'll be totally honest with you, we aren't overly looking at what the Nottingham Panthers are doing. We are looking at what the Cardiff Devils are doing and what we can do better and what we need to do that is just good, fundamental, sound hockey. If we play good, fundamental, sound hockey, it doesn't matter who we're playing against. We'll give ourselves an opportunity to win. So that is the focus. We will see as the game goes on here tonight just exactly how Nottingham are going to play. But they have been quite focused recently on their Continental Cup run in Europe, and they've had those aspirations. So the emotion in this building tonight will be strong, and Nottingham will feed off of that, as will we. But it's all about execution, and it's all about playing to your game plan. So fingers crossed that we can make that happen.
Wow, Brent Pope, we thought it was just the hat he was wearing on the bench. He's got an array of good hats, because we saw him earlier, he had a different hat on. So 3 hats in just the last few hours for Coach Brent Pope. I mean, 17 years is pretty incredible to be at the club for that long. And you can see there's a lot of passion when he speaks about the Cardiff Devils.
Absolutely, Murph, no question about it. Very passionate guy about hockey in general, but very passionate about the Cardiff Devils. And, he's now taken over the head coaching position here after a pretty turbulent start to the season for the Cardiff Devils, and he's come off the back of a 4-point weekend last weekend, and his team are 1-0 up here against the all-conquering Nottingham Panthers so far, and at the end of the first period he's going to be hoping that continues.
He'll be really happy with that. 1-0 Devils lead the Panthers. Neil, the coach Russell, Aaron Murphy here on Premier Sports, your home for hockey. We'll be right back with more live action from Cardiff after. Welcome back, Aaron Murphy, Neil Russell, Premier Sports, your home for hockey. Cardiff Devils coach Brent Coach is downstairs now.
Brent, very pleasing opening period for you there.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice to get the first goal and to be out of 20 minutes with the lead. I think the winning probably, it was a good start. And the key with any, it's is hopefully getting at, and just sort of building from there. But there were opportunities that we let over not well, so our chance when it came, so that's a good start.
Nottingham obviously had a 4-1 home win against Edinburgh in midweek, but they say that Cardiff is one of the most difficult places for a team to come. How important is that for you?
This part of this year, Cardiff is going to have the home building, but teams come with emotional energy, and they use that for their own preparation and their own sort of energy as well. So because we haven't maybe had our feet underneath us as we would like to have had in the 2013-14 season, it's actually been a challenge for us. But as you play better, and as you play better as a team, hopefully it becomes an advantage again, and get these fans right behind us. And the difference when you're performing to the level of the expectation of the fans comes. It's going to be a tight hockey game, and it comes down to making plays, and it comes down to making plays in the right time, managing the puck, and no doubt Nottingham will be looking to bounce right back.
Good to hear from Brent Pope there. Salters fires. LaCosta with the save. Good work to get Coach Brent Pope live there. He's going to be happy, as he said there, but you got to keep it going. A 1-0 scoreline is not going to threaten the Nottingham Panthers.
Absolutely not, and he'll be absolutely praying that come the end of the second period, he's going in with a 2-goal lead. He's going to want this team to stay out of the penalty box, and just as I say that, Max Berbier heads exactly to the penalty box after 37 seconds of the second period.
Max Berbier. And that's not the start you want either. You're up 1-0. You've already asked something of your penalty killers. And then the guy who scores your big first goal goes to the bin.
Let's see if Cardiff's penalty kill can be as good in the second period as it was in the first.
Weaver breaks out there. Smooth skating defenseman. Ahead to Ryan. Dumps it in there. Lord goes to work. Berbier sits. Here's the power play and penalty killing percentages. Look at that. The Panthers first in the league. And the Devils about 8th in the league with a 79.9% penalty kill. But here they come back shorthanded. Capraro. Oh, the puck was on the crease there. Callis didn't know it was there. Devils catch a break. Score stays 1-0. The puck just sat there. It looked like at any moment someone would tap it in.
Great penalty kill work there by Jake Morissette for the Cardiff Devils. We talked about it in the first period there, Murph. He's a tireless workhorse for the Cardiff Devils. Fantastic work there, blocking down shooting lanes.
Salters and Myers. Oh, Myers out front for Davies, short-handed. Great work here on the penalty kill. Myers battles again with Lakovic. Francis gets involved. Myers tirelessly working. Back to the point here now. Smith shoots. Myers was camped out in front. Davies spins away. Francis nails him to the boards there. Murray. What a great shift here by the Devils. Short-handed, and they look like they're on the power play.
Brent Pope's clearly had an extra motivational word in the dressing room at the end of the first period there. They're working so hard on the penalty kill here.
Here comes Lakovic. Lakovic out front. LaCosta. The puck skittered away, but Dean Smith blows down the whistle.
Lee Salters logged some ice time for the Nottingham Panthers, doesn't he, Murph? He never seems to be off the ice.
And a big body presence like that. He doesn't look tired at all. We just saw him down here in the corner. 2 seconds to go. Berbier wants to get out of that box. He's out. My apologies. It's 5-on-5 hockey. What a sequence of events there where Davies and Myers actually went on the tack. Short-handed. Here comes Kirka. Down on Lee. Kirka out front. Great kick save there by Conway. Farmer. Ahead for Ryan. That doesn't work, but he steals it back. Took it off Kirka. Kirka with a really good shot there. And you know what? Conway had to be so quick with that right pad. I mean, he cut through the crease and just let an absolutely wicked snapshot go. Conway did very well there. Back in, Ryan. Out front, nothing doing. Weaver gives chase. He's got Norton. Clark tips it in.
It's the first time I've seen Thomas Kirka play, and I tell you, I'm very, very impressed. Murphy's a former NHLer, played a lot in the DEL as well. He's a fantastic player.
Certainly showed you the class there. I mean, he took on 3 guys and still gets a shot away. Unbelievable. That's going to go for icing. Not a bad start for either team here in this second period, but if you're the Devils, you're really happy with the way you killed that penalty because you actually went on the attack.
Absolutely, and Brent Pope will be absolutely delighted with that. And you're quite right. Whenever you're on the penalty kill, you're normally backs to the walls. The Cardiff Devils took the bull by the horns there and went on the attack and put the Nottingham Panthers under a bit of pressure. And what a fantastic penalty kill. Brent Pope will be very, very happy.
Conway gloved that down. Davies out front, more set, nobody home. Great opportunity there. Big shout out to Danny. She wants to wish her daughter a happy birthday. She's a big Blaze fan watching tonight in Coventry. Phil Bradwell watching. He's a Panthers fan watching back in Nottingham. And Batman Panther, he had a rough day at work. So look, Batman, I hope this is cheering you up. We've got a great game here. If you want to get involved, drop us a comment, a question, or just tell us where you're watching from. Are you enjoying this one? It's #PremierEIHL. We'll do our best to try and reach out to you tonight here on the Rapid Solicitors Elite Ice Hockey League Game of the Week. I'm on @MurphOnIce, and Neil is @Rustler147. And of course, don't forget you can go to www.premiersports.tv for all your fixtures, news, and stories on the Elite League. Oh, off the base of the post. Marsh unloaded there. Conway got a piece of it. Out front again. Morissette battling. Blight in front. Blight with a tip. Wow, Conway's done well. And the post to keep that puck out.
Great pressure there from the Cardiff Devils. Jake Morissette working exceedingly hard there, Murph, to get the puck away. He tried to get the puck away on a couple of occasions. Conway put under a bit of pressure off the pipe there as well. Must have been 3 shots in the space of 2 or 3 seconds there.
Davies, oh, he just missed a hit from Lee. Lee had him in the trolley tracks. Puck, oh, one of our cameramen nearly bought it there. He looks okay, though. He gave me the thumbs up.
He's all right. He's got a smile in his face.
Let's try and get him one of those Reebok helmets that the Devils are wearing. He nearly bought it there. 1-0 scoreline here. Max Berbrayer, your goal scorer. They went close there. They hit the post, and they nearly had a shorthanded goal. Here's the post here. Scrambled in front. Actually, that's the tip. Great play there, though.
Absolutely. Corey Nielsen's going to want the Nottingham Panthers to try and get a wee bit of fluidity into their game. It's all very scrappy, exactly the way that Brent Pope probably wants it to be. They're breaking up plays on a regular basis. Panthers are really struggling to form any proper play here, Murph, and Corey Nielsen's going to want that to improve dramatically.
Dumped in there by Tom Norton. I know John O'Bullard was asking us what we thought of Tom Norton, his first full season here at the Panthers. Well, I can tell you what I see tonight, he's steady. He makes good outlet passes, and he doesn't get caught out of position. And I tell you what, he's being asked a lot with a lot of guys out of the lineup and guys being shuffled around. So fair play to Tom Norton, and thanks for Jono for asking that question. He's one of the guys does great work on the Cat's Whiskers and one of the great guys around the Panthers. Again, one of those guys that does a lot of work for the club.
He's one of life's good guys, as Jono puts his heart and soul into the Cat's Whiskers PV, and it's always a good watch that. So anybody who's never heard of it, get on to Cat's Whiskers.
Back the other way, Devils. They have enjoyed this one so far. It's the kind of, a lot of coaches will tell you it's tough to come into the arena here in Cardiff Bay. The fans are on top of you. It's a small, intimate arena, and I tell you what, whatever the X's and O's, whatever the team talk was, they've come out and executed what you would say would be a perfect home game, using their barn, their surroundings to their advantage.
Absolutely, and it's something, the Panthers have been here.
Oh, a chance there. Great play, Callis. Sorry, Coach.
It's okay. The Panthers have been here before this season and picked up a victory, but you're right, it's a smaller type, more intimate type rink. Less time for the skilled guys on the puck.
Big shot there from Capraro, up high and wide. Actually, the Panthers have won their last 4 visits here. Oh, there's a chance. Another one, a bit of a shooting gallery now. Lacosta does well to hold on there with Callis in the crease. Now, they won their last 4 visits here, but you're right, this season they're 1-0 here. But right now, you gotta give them credit. The Devils have come out here to play. They don't care who it is. They're executing their game plan on their home ice.
Absolutely, and you can see before the game, we were down by the locker room, Murph, and you can see the intensity in the guys' eyes before the game. They know it's a big game. They know it's a big crowd. They know they're playing in front of the Premier Sports cameras tonight. They want to put on a show. It's been a tough start to the season for the Cardiff Devils. They want to move their way up that Elite League standing.
Down now, you saw that great glove save by Lacosta. Boy, has he been fun to watch. Lakovic, pressured there by Davies, but gets the puck out. Francis, backhander there, doesn't find Twine. Back to Stevie Lee. We mentioned he was the top defenseman over at the Continental Cup. Great pedigree from the young Brit defenseman. Back down now. Morissette shoots. Up high. Just buzzed Conway, the top of his helmet there. Here's Salters. Dumps it in. Him and Quiney together look like just 2 WWE superstars.
Quiney is absolutely
big guys.
Huge guy as well. Absolutely. There's some big guys. And show Max Berbier out in the ice at the minute, another big guy.
Berbier the difference. His goal late in the first period is the difference. 1-0 Devils here on your home for hockey, Premier Sports. There's Clark, shot on net.
As I was saying, Murph, you know, Corey Nielsen's probably going to want the Panthers to try and develop a wee bit more fluidity to their game. It's been a wee bit scrappy. They seem to be coming into it a wee bit more here at the start of the second period. But you know, he's going to want them to start picking up their play a wee bit more and getting a bit more fluidity into it.
There's Panthers head coach Corey Nielsen. That was the 3-yard stare there, wasn't it? The end.
He always looks pensive, doesn't he, on the bench?
Well, he's like you said, he's going to want his team to start playing their game right now. The Panthers are definitely asserting their sort of stamp on this one. Myers tries to spring there. Benedict does a good job, as well as Murray, to keep him under wraps.
No, Corey Nielsen does a fantastic job year in, year out with the Nottingham Panthers. Puts together a fantastic squad. For me, that squad last season that they had, for me, the best in the Elite League history. David Ling, Bruce Graham, Jason Beckett, Guy Lepine, Craig Kowalski, who's obviously missing tonight, still out injured, but that for me was the best team in Elite League history.
They were phenomenal. Challenge Cup champions, league champions, and playoff final, the grand final champions.
Yeah, they've won 3 out of the 4 trophies available to them last season, Murph, and you know, they're gold standard organisation.
And you mentioned Kowalski, though, probably the best goalie in the Elite League last season. He's out, but I tell you what, they're not missing much with this Conway. He's played very well here tonight. It could be worse than 1-0 because there has been some chances, especially shorthanded this period, where Davies and Myers worked so well together.
Yeah, apparently Conway started off quite slowly for the Panthers, but the last 4 or 5 games he's really come into a league of his own and helped them win a few games and did well over in the Asiago last weekend. So it's good to see that for the Nottingham Panthers.
Faulkner back to the point there for Batch. They battle along the wall there. Here's Lord. Lord spins away from Murray. Lord tries to come out there. We've got a penalty call coming up. There's a hook on Murray.
Corey Nielsen's not going to be happy with that at all. You know, Chris Murray remonstrating there with Dean Smith. It was a fair call. I don't think the play needed to be made there. Corey Nielsen's not going to be happy with that at all. It's given the Cardiff Devils an opportunity now on the 5-on-4 here. Going down in the Nottingham Panthers defensive zone.
Well, you see it there. Put a hook on him. And as you mentioned, probably not necessary. But nevertheless, Chris Murray for hooking, 2 minutes or less. Power play opportunity, Cardiff. They nearly had a shorthanded goal early in this second period. Can they go to work here on the power play?
And look who's back out in the ice for the Nottingham Panthers, Matt Francis. He's on the power play, he's on the penalty kill. He practically plays every shift. What a player.
We talked about him off the top as their key ingredient. Coach was right, a fantastic player. Oh, big hit there. Myers asserts his will. Lacosta holds on. 11:03 to go here. Second period action, Premier Sports. Your Rapid Solicitors Elite Ice Hockey League Game of the Week. Aaron Murphy, Neil the Coach Russell. It's been fun so far.
It has indeed, Murph. It's been a good game. Bit scrappy from a Nottingham Panthers perspective, but Brent Pope is going to be a very, very happy coach at present. Still 1-0 ahead against the all-conquering Nottingham Panthers, and he's going to want his Devils to get back up the ice here in this power play. 1:29 and that Chris Murray penalty still to go, Murph. The Nottingham Panthers faithful behind us there, out with their drums and trying to encourage their team, so they are, and on this penalty kill.
It's a great atmosphere here at the arena in Cardiff Bay, affectionately known as the Big Blue Tent or the BBT. Great fans. We talked to Jonathan Williams off the top. Here comes Kirka. Pete Weaver to the outside. They'll try and set it up here now with the man advantage. And we talked to Jonathan Williams, one of the great fans here. Here's a chance the other way. Oh, doesn't quite get all of that, Matt Ryan. LaCosta, cool as a cucumber, though.
Great goaltending there from Dan LaCosta.
Back and forth we go. And again, a bit of a tennis match now. Benedict up to Callis, short-handed. Blocked down in front. Lord will come up with it the other way. Back and forth action here at the Big Blue Tent. Lord takes a bump from Lee. There's Myers. Happy to draw a defender there. Try and set it up. Out front to Lord. Good play there by Lakovic to run a bit of interference there. Francis spins and fires to Lakovic. Just offside.
Scrappy power play here from the Cardiff Devils. Brent Pope won't be a happy coach about that. But again, you know, you've got to give the Nottingham Panthers credit. Tenacious as always on the penalty kill. They're not just great workers on the power play and being effective on that side of things. They're an incredibly hard-working team on the penalty kill as well.
Dumped in. That's up into the net. I just got a message from Adam Keefe. I'm not jealous of you guys having to be in the BBT with all my friends there. Adam Keefe, the captain of the Belfast Giants, I can tell you, whenever he comes to the Big Blue Tent, boy, do the Devils fans give him a rough going over. But he loves it. He knows he's had some battles here.
I was chatting to a few of the Cardiff fans before the game, and Kiefer knows this anyway, but he knows that the Cardiff Devil fans actually hold him in very high esteem. But whenever he's on the ice, by goodness, don't they give him some stick, Murph?
Well, he's one of the good captains of the league. Here's a chance. Oh, boy, Max Bearbrayer. What a tip. The shot from Morissette, and it looks like Max with his second.
Top player, scores goals every single season for the Cardiff Devils, Murph. Number 2 for Big Max. He goes to the net hard again, puts a stick in the lane through the 5-hole of Neil Conway. 2-0 Cardiff Devils.
Power play goal. Watch this. There's Morissette. He unloads. Oh, Bearbrayer. Nice hands in front. You can see it on this angle here. Watch number 23. Comes to the zone here. Just gets a piece of it there.
Goes to the net hard, Murph. Puts a stick in the lane. Gets lucky, gets it through, gets a puck on the stick and through Conway.
You and I talked about how impressed we are with Morissette, and once again, you see there, makes a simple play, puts the puck on net on the power play. Norton dumps it in. Puck pops out in front of LaCosta. That'll come back.
Big Salters trying to up the physical side of things here.
And why not? Salters is one big guy there. Look at him towering over everybody.
He is an absolute monster, no question about that.
So Bearbrayer with his second.
It's going to be really interesting to see here, Murph, the reaction from the Nottingham Panthers. Corey Nielsen will not be a happy man. 2-0 down here away to the Cardiff Devils. He will want his team to get a goal before the end of this second period.
Yeah, 1-0 is not such a big deal, but here in hostile territory with a team, the Devils, playing their game plan to a T. Now you're down by 2. There's Weaver. Can he get them back into it? Callis, we know what kind of offensive threat he is. Takes a bit of a rough ride there from Smith. Panthers, will they have a statement shift here? Weaver, he's going to have to activate into the play. Devils, get it out. That'll go for an icing. Oh, waved off last minute. One linesman said yes, the other said no. Blight. Devils in transition through the neutral zone. Hits the back of Kirk skate and goes the other way.
He's been a standout player for me, Murph. Thomas Kirka. He's got it all. He's got silky smooth skating. He's got silky hands as well. And he looks like a type of player with a really good, strong wrist shot as well.
Faulkner dances on the line there, happy to get it out. Murray dumps it in. Ryan. Good pinch in there. Out front. Can they get one back? Farmer would love to get his first. Oh, they can't keep it in there. Good work along the wall by Faulkner. Even better cycle by the Panthers. Big shot there. Blocked down in front. Faulkner relieves the pressure. Again, no icing. Conway comes out to play that one. Gives it to Benedict. Benedict with a quick headman pass there, looking for Lakovic. Richardson puts it up to the neutral zone. Benedict knocks it down there, and there again is big Salters. You are right, Coach. A bit scrambly from the Panthers. Here's Morissette. Deflected high and wide. Davies knocks it down. Morissette buzzing all over the ice is 47 in red. Davies, Francis on him. Quiney. Quiney will keep it in there, gloves it down. Oh, big hit by Salters on Quiney. That's about 500 pounds of player right there coming into contact.
Two huge guys, Murph, two huge. Oh, and again.
Another big hit. Quiney and Salters have a little chat there. You could see Salters was trying to get some momentum there. Quiney knows not the right time now with a 2-0 lead. Davies.
Quiney's not afraid either. I remember watching the Belfast Giants game here a few weeks ago, and Mr. Quiney jumped off the bench to have words with Mr. Keefe.
Well, he's just certainly a big guy, and right there, here's a chance out front. Oh! Conway got a piece of it. Also looked like it went off the iron. Chris Jones came close. The Devils feeling good right now. Myers back around there. Capraro steals. Up there for Callis. Former Boston Bruin. He's been good here tonight for sure. He'll get involved, you know that.
Absolutely, and Chris Jones is going to be very disappointed there.
Out front again, shoots and scores! Double twos, 22, Tyson Marsh.
What a goal, Tyson Marsh. He's known as a stay-at-home defenseman. He's known as a big physical man at the back, but he jumps into the play there. Puck goes in again on goal. Whenever you go to the goal, Murph, good things happen. Puck put in on him. 3-0. Conway beaten again.
I can see down to the right of us, the Devils bench ecstatic. Brent Pope with his good hat there, smiling ear to ear. Their game plan's looking pretty good, Coach.
Absolutely, but Brent Pope's going to be absolutely ecstatic. He's going to want them to go into the end of this second period still 3-0 up. He does not want to give the Nottingham Panthers a sniff.
Great pass there by Matthew Myers. He played for the Panthers last year, was a part of all those trophies, all those successes, and you just know that he's happy to get a point on that one.
But isn't it just amazing as well, Murph, whenever you think about it, the Cardiff Devils in a state of turmoil to an extent, low down the league, all of a sudden they go to the Hull Stingrays, pick up 2 points. They come back here, beat the Sheffield Steelers last Sunday evening, and all of a sudden they're 3-0 up against the Nottingham Panthers at home again. The crowd's into the game. All of a sudden confidence instills itself into that team.
Well, the atmosphere electric. Premier Sports TV, your home for hockey, and we've got a cracker here tonight. Cardiff leading the Panthers 3-0. 2 goals by Max Bearbrayer and now Marsh. Play stop dead there. You hit it on the head there. I mean, there's a lot of leadership now in a team that's trying to go up the standings and maybe some turmoil, as you mentioned. all that's forgotten once you start putting wins in the column.
It just, everything that has gone at the end of the day, and that's what Brent Popel have been saying. Listen, this is the way it is. You guys are going nowhere. This is the team that we have for the rest of the season. So do you know what? Let's muck in together. Let's build a really strong unit. And you could see before the game there the intensity in the guys who are ready to come and play tonight. And you have to against the likes of the Nottingham Panthers. You just have to.
Lord tips it ahead there. Weaver put it back in. Oh, boy. Collision there. Dean Smith's arm goes up. Is this the chance now? A power play coming up here. Lakovic. Good to see him back in the lineup. I know Corey Nielsen excited to have the young Brit back.
He's a fantastic young player. Knows where the twine is, Murph, and this is the last thing that Brent Popel wanted. Is that
it's Andrew
Lord heading to the bin there, trying to put a big hit on Matt Francis there, giving the Nottingham Panthers a real sniff here. 2 minutes on the power play.
Big number 71 for the Devils in the box. 3-0 Cardiff. 5:40 to go here. There's Murray. Murray down for Francis. Back to Murray. Shoots, traffic in front. Good play. Devils collapse in front of Lacoste and get it out. Andrew Lord actually steamed through that bit of ice there and wanted to take everyone down. He's in the box. Another power play chance here. Panthers. Clark comes out front. Lacoste makes the big save.
Dan Lacoste looks like he's in top form tonight, Murph. He's a top netminder, former NHLer. It's going to be tough to beat. The momentum's with the Cardiff Devils now. You can be rest assured Brent Popel will be begging his team to work so hard on this penalty kill. He'll want to go in at the end of this second period, still 3 goals ahead.
5:18 to go. Here's second period action. Your Rapid Solicitors Elite Ice Hockey League Game of the Week. 1:30 to go in the penalty as well. Chance, shorthanded. Davies has been absolutely brilliant tonight, especially on the penalty kill. Out to the point. Smith, one of those new CCM hockey sticks he was so excited about. He leaned on that one and just missed on the shorthanded attempt. Clark, the captain, over to Francis. If there's going to be a line to get them back in it could be this guy. Back the other way. Davies playing a stormer here tonight on the penalty kill duty.
He's a small guy, but as I said at the top of the show, he's so tenacious. He gets stuck in every single shift.
Ryan goes back there. 45 seconds to go. Man advantage Panthers. I don't think Corey Nielsen will be happy with this power play per se. They just haven't seemed to get it going in this second period.
For me, it's the story of the Panthers night so far. They just struggle to get any form of real fluidity in their game at all.
Once again, you see the Devils happy just to get it out, do the simple plays, and that's kind of what the Panthers did on the penalty kill in the first period. They were very effective, just relieving the pressure, letting the goalie see the puck. Right now, you see the Devils doing a great job here on the penalty kill. 10 seconds to go in the Lord penalty. 3:50 to go, second period. 3-0 Devils. Weaver shoots. Wide of target. Here comes Lord, penalty over. Lord steams back in, joins the play. Lacoste saw that the whole way. Weaver has to go back. 5-on-5 hockey, 3:30 to go. Premier Sports, your home for hockey. Aaron Murphy alongside Neil Russell. Don't forget, use the hashtag PremierEIHL. Get in touch, let us know if you're enjoying this one. It's been a beauty so far. Kirka, happy to dump it in there. Stevie Lee, up the wall for Farmer. Good play there by Lord. Falk around front, shoots and scores! What a play, Devils!
That all came about, Murph, through Mac Faulkner working hard down in the corners there, and again getting the puck in on goal. Conway's given up number 4 for the night. The Nottingham Panthers just look at 6s and 7s. They just cannot get going here at all.
You said how impressed you are with Thomas Kirka, number 91. There's the goal.
Former NHLer, former Boston Bruin. Great to see a guy of that caliber again in this league. The league is just getting better and better with the caliber of player we're able to attract into the league now.
It was brilliant goal. It was Lord fantastic. To Faulkner. Faulkner with the feathered pass out front to Thomas Kirka. 4-0 Devils.
This wasn't in Corey Nielsen's script at the start of the night, that is for sure.
I don't think it was in anyone's script, to be honest.
No.
I mean, the league has been so tight. There's been a lot of parity in the league. I mean, we've seen Edinburgh beat Nottingham. We've seen Edinburgh beat Belfast. Anyone can beat anyone on any given night, but I didn't think that anyone would tell you that with 2:30 to go here in the second period, the Devils will be up 4-0 on the Panthers. Here comes Clark. Can he get one back? Bounces around in there. Devils once again relieve the pressure. No icing. Norton. Again, as we said to John O'Bullard, makes a nice smart pass there. Chance LaCosta equal to the task on the Matt Francis snapshot. Norton ahead again. Lakovic to Salters. Happy to backhand it in there for Francis. Across the crease to Lakovic. Nice play there. Lakovic works hard behind the net. Chased by Davies. Lakovic taken down there. Ben Davies tries to go up the wall. Panthers now with pressure of their own. 1:45 to go here. Can they get one before this time expires? Salters battling away in front. Outlet pass Devils. And once again, Ben Davies beats everybody. Davies waits for reinforcements. Takes a hit there from Norton. Beerbrayer dumps it back in. Norton and Davies exchange pleasantries there. Blight couldn't keep it in. Salters. Strange pass there into space. Benedict. Chance now, Francis. He'll have to take on 3 guys. Shoots high. High and wide of LaCosta in the net there. Richardson gives chase. The Devils tenacious here. 1 minute to go. Second period action.
Salters offering out Quiney here. Quiney laughing at him.
Behind the plate, Salters and Quiney jawing at each other. Salters wants to fight. Quiney stands his ground. Murray to Lee. Up the wall there, you can see Salters and Quiney still having a jaw at each other. 30 seconds to go here. Chance in front. Beerbrayer camped out there again. He's got 2. You know he wants that hat trick. Dumps it in. Murray collects behind Conway there. Slap pass. Up for Jensen. Dances around Marsh. Marsh too strong on the puck. He's got a goal this period. Looks good there. Farmer backhands it ahead. No problem for Lord. That's going to wind down the time on that second stanza here at the Big Blue Tent. And what a period it was for the home side. Goals from Beerbrayer, Marsh, and Kirka. After a Beerbrayer goal in the first period, have it at 4-0 Cardiff Devils. The Panthers stunned so far, Coach.
You would not envisage this scoreline at all at the end of the second period. Full credit to the Cardiff Devils. They have worked incredibly hard. The Nottingham Panthers, as I've said a few times in commentary here, they're struggling to get any form of fluidity into their game at all. Corey Nielsen's going to be an incredibly frustrated man, so he is. And Big Salters there at the end of that second period, trying to get a wee bit of physicality into it and trying to send a message to his team before they go out at the before they head back into the locker room at the end of the second period. But why would Rupert Quiney want to drop the gloves whenever his team are 4-0 up at the end of the day? There's no necessity for him to do that.
Well, I mean, if you're Salters, you're just doing your job. You just have to. It's a situation where fighting is situational, and a lot of experts around the league, Todd Kemmel will tell you that if it's situational, then you've got to do what you got to do. But right there, Quiney makes a smart decision, because if he drops the gloves and Salters has a real good result, then it puts the Panthers feeling back into this game. They feel they feel, like they're rightfully so, that they've swung the momentum back their way. I tell you what, it was a fantastic period, and I'm going to need a drink of water, Coach. I'm not going to lie. There was a lot of action, end-to-end action here. Your Rapid Solicitors Elite Ice Hockey League. Don't touch that dial. Aaron Murphy, Neil Francis will be back with second intermission highlights and analysis right after this short break. Aaron Murphy, Neil the Coach Russell, and I tell you what, we both needed a drink of water there. We both needed to take a break. It was a fantastic period by the Cardiff Devils, and it has to be said, Max Bearbrayer has come out here, and we said that he's been around the club a long time. He's really shown a lot of leadership because he got him off on the right foot with that first goal, but he's also really taken the body here, and of course, he's got a second goal. We're going to look at all the replays now because there's plenty of action to get on, but let's just talk a little bit about Max Bearbrayer here as we look at it. It's just phenomenal the way he's come out here, and a great tip.
Said it a million times. Whenever you go to the net, good things happen. Big Max, big physical presence. He does exactly that. Goes to the net, gets a puck on the stick, and through the 5-hole of Neil Conway.
And Morissette with a great tip. Look, there's the fans. They're happy with that.
Good atmosphere in here tonight, Murph.
Plenty of atmosphere. I was just going to say, here's the great play to Myers to Marsh.
Tyson Marsh, fantastic. Stay-at-home D-man, big physical presence, but he jumps into the play there and again roofs the puck there and gives the Devils a 3-0 lead. Great play by Matt Myers.
How about the pass by Myers, though, against his former team? He loves to get that apple there.
Oh, big time. You know, in any form of sport, whenever you come up against your old team, it's always nice to do well against them.
Look at that.
Lovely
Just
pass.
Feathers it. And you know what? Top shelf for a stay-at-home defenseman. He's got nice soft hands,
Absolutely. In that doubleheader weekend in Belfast, I thought Tyson Marsh was a standout player for the Cardiff Devils. Never seemed to be off the ice. Physical presence as well.
Here's the Kirka goal. It's actually Kirka's goal, but Faulkner makes the nice pass out front here. Watch Faulkner just head up the whole way. Looked like Myers on the pass to Marsh. Kirka makes no mistake.
Well, Kirka's been the standout player for me for the Cardiff Devils as well this evening. Really silky hands. Great play by Mac Faulkner. We talked about his X-Factor qualities at the top of the show, and he provides it for the Cardiff Devils night in, night out, doesn't he?
You don't play at the levels that he's played unless you're a class player. Now, the guy we really wanted to see on the other side is Callis. I still think he'll be involved in this one. And speaking of involved in other games, I mean, the out-of-town scoreboard, we've got a lot going on in the Elite Ice Hockey League. It's not just our game of the week. We want to show you all the games, and look at that score.
And no real surprise there to see the Sheffield Steelers now 2-1 ahead. Rob Sirianni, a guy with real quality, come up there with an important goal for the Sheffield Steelers. Drew Fata to put the Sheffield Steelers 2-1 up there at the most versatile arena there in Hull. Obviously, Braehead Clan. My goodness, the Edinburgh Capitals have now brought it back to the 3-all. Curtis Lean-Weber, Martin Single, guys who have been around the Elite League. Martin Single seems to have been around forever, Murph, so he does, and he's brought it back to 3-all there. Fair play to the Edinburgh Capitals. They're an evolving team. And 5-2 Coventry Blaze 2 at the that must be at the end of the second, I'm sure it is, Murph. And Coventry Blaze have had a tough stretch, 13 losses out of the last 17 games so far, but Matty Soderstrom's going to be absolutely praying that they pick up a win up in Kirkcaldy tonight.
Plenty going on tomorrow too, Coach. A full slate.
Absolutely, the Cardiff Devils make the trek back down to the Nottingham Panthers, and then the Sheffield Steelers at home to the Five Flyers. That could be a spicy enough encounter. Anytime the Five Flyers arrive anywhere with Matt Nickerson, it's always feisty. Edinburgh Capitals host the Coventry Blaze, so 3-3 nights for the Coventry Blaze. Tough road trip, and Hull Stingrays at home to the Braehead Clan. Big, Sylvain Cloutier under a bit of pressure there. His team just aren't performing at present. And then the Dundee Stars at home to the table-topping Belfast Giants.
Well, I tell you what, and it keeps on going here on your home for hockey, Premier Sports. There's our docket up till Saturday, December 28th.
Yeah, you're off to the Braehead Clan next week, and again the Cardiff Devils feature. That's going to be a great game, and Braehead Clan are getting better and better week in, week out, and they're pushing their way up that league table very nicely. Then you're up to Kirkcaldy for the Five Flyers and Braehead Clan. Kirkcaldy, the Fife arena is one intense arena. You'll enjoy in there, Murph.
Looking forward to that one.
And then a big game leading into Christmas, Sheffield Steelers against the Cardiff Devils. That'll be another spicy encounter for you. And the Five Flyers at home to the Dundee Stars on the 20th of December.
Well, you know what? It's going to be a fantastic roster and more to come in 2014 as well. And I believe December 28th, we're actually in Nottingham, Sheffield at Nottingham. I'll double check that, but I'm pretty sure that December 28th, we're in Nottingham for Sheffield, and that's always a great Christmas fixture. I might have to get maybe I'll wear a Christmas bow tie for that one.
Keep Benny happy.
And it's fantastic to see Ben Olsen back in the lineup there tonight, because I'm glad he's not here, because I just, I couldn't pull off the bow tie. Look, don't touch that dial. Neil, the coach Russell, Aaron Murphy will be back on your Rapid Solicitors Elite League Game of the Week here on your home for hockey, Premier Sports. Welcome back. Elite Ice Hockey League action, the Rapid Solicitors Elite League on Premier Sports. We've got Panthers coach Corey Nielsen right now.
Corey, 20 minutes left to go. A lot of firepower still left in your team. What did you say to the guys in the interval to try and get yourselves back into this one?
Well, we just have to play good hockey. I mean, it's that's a tough hill to climb right now. 4-0 up. They're playing great hockey. I think Cardiff really stuck to their strengths tonight. They've used the walls very effectively, and they've capitalized on all our mistakes. So right now we've got to go out there, play clean hockey, play smart hockey, and get one early. Get one early, things start to change, and hopefully it snowballs to our advantage. But yeah, that's imperative that we have a good few first shifts, get on the board, and obviously take it from there.
Thanks, Coach.
No problem.
Good to have Nottingham Panthers head coach Corey Nielsen live there. This is the great thing about Premier Sports. We want to bring you behind the scenes. We want to talk to the coaches. We want to talk to the players, and of course, we want to talk to you. A big shout out to say hi to his daughter Sarah. She's supporting the Devils tonight. Mark Easton, a big shout out to you, Mark, also a Devils fan, and Chris Fletcher. He's enjoying this one with a cold one, I believe.
And a tweet coming in there as well from Darryl Slynn, mentioning Jeff Legg's 500th point tonight for the Sheffield Steelers. A fantastic achievement for Jeff Legg and the Sheffield Steelers.
Yeah, an assist. Oh, a big hit there. He had an assist on the Fata goal. 4-0 scoreline here. And as you heard Nielsen say there, it's time to get into this one. It's time to get back into this. You know what? If they score the first goal, there's enough firepower on that bench. If they can get the first one, they'll believe that they can get back into this and make a go of it.
Brent Pope will be absolutely praying that his guys continue to work incredibly hard like they've done so far for the first two periods of this game. He will not want the Nottingham Panthers getting an early goal in this third final period. That gives them a bit of momentum, and as you quite rightly say, this Nottingham Panthers team have firepower written all over it.
Back down the right wing here. Salters behind the net. Him and Myers, two big bodies there. Jones, stick check there.
That's what you need. See that there, Matt Myers just throwing himself at the puck. Reminiscent for me of an Adam Keefe, somebody who's just tenacious, just throws himself in the line of pucks, gets a puck out of the defensive zone there. Great work by Matthew Myers.
He's had a good game. He's got that assist, and he'd love to get one against his old team. He's certainly been physical. Plumpton takes a hit there. Smith and Weaver. Faulkner in as well. Callis. He gave Plumpton a pretty good hit there, so Callis, we know he's a skilled player, but he's not afraid to mix it up. Kirka. Battles with Lakovic. There's Callis again, giving Plumpton a little bit of a bump. That's up and out of play. And you know what? Plumpton is a tough guy, but he's a good defenseman as well.
Yeah, he's very capable defenseman, no question about that. He plays a reasonably disciplined game. I think Brent Pope has tried to instill that in their decor. They need to remain disciplined at all times. He's not going to give up any silly penalty. Brent Pope will have been absolutely ramming that into his guys' throats during the interval. Nothing silly. So Brad Plumpton isn't going to react to slashes or wee taps in the back of the legs to try and get him to react.
Good discipline there. We mentioned Quiney as well with some discipline, because he certainly was asked more than once by Salters. Morissette dumps it in. Davies, who I gotta say, he's played a stormer, number 6 in red. On the penalty kill, I don't think there's been anyone better than Ben Davies tonight. Richardson. Puck bouncing around in there. Panthers back. Clark snapshot. He's coming off a hat trick, so he's got the hot hand, and he fires away there. Lacosta with a good save. Dan Lacoste is from Newfoundland, where I grew up, and you know, it's always good to talk to someone from where you grew up. We had a nice chat before the game, and he's had some puck up high, and once again, we've got to get that guy a helmet. That cameraman is in a tough area.
That's the third time tonight. I think that guy's nearly been taken out.
But no, Dan Lacoste had the concussion, the head injury earlier. He had a terrible start because he kept getting hurt in the same sort of fashion. But since he's come back and he's medically sound, I don't think there's been a better goalie than Dan Lacoste.
He was fantastic.
Phenomenal.
That doubleheader weekend in Belfast that you and I covered on the webcast, Murph, he was absolutely sensational that weekend. And you're right, the Cardiff Devils losing him for the opening, 6-7 games of the season, that takes some momentum out of it. You know, they're playing a backup netminder. If any other team had to bring in their backup netminder, they would struggle, and the Cardiff Devils had to do that.
No, you're absolutely right. And now that he's back, he looks like that guy that played for the Columbus Blue Jackets. Salters out front. Tried to get it to Ryan. Jones up to Myers. Down the wing there. Stephen Lee touches up. When you get a guy, it doesn't matter if you played one shift or started one game and goal in the NHL. You're the guy, right? And when he came in here, he was the guy that they wanted to carry the mail. Boy, does he look good tonight.
Absolutely. And you speak to any player who's never made the show, they would give their right arm to try give them
one game
shift, or even one shift.
Yeah.
Give them one shift in the show, because anyone that reaches the show is proven quality. They're a top player. And Dan Lacoste played quite a few games for the Columbus Blue Jackets, as you quite rightly say, and he's a fantastic netminder, come into a league of his own over the last kind of month with the Cardiff Devils.
Lakovic battles there with Marsh. Marsh, for a stay-at-home defenseman, showed us some real soft hands. Had a goal in that second period, top shelf. It was a beauty. Faulkner in on Lakovic. Batch up the wing. Murray will give chase there. Devils, we can see now they've got a man back there, whereas before they were attacking all hands on deck. So Brent Pope maybe saying, hang on back. Here's Kirk out front. Oh, how did that not go in?
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that one, Murph. Right in front of the goal, nobody close to him. Let's just see the replay if we can get it up there.
Great pass by Faulkner. Oh, well, that's how it doesn't go in. Ding, ding, nothing but iron.
They're still going to be. Is that a different hat Poper's got?
I don't know if that, it might be. You know what? I'm going to have to ask Brent Pope later. How many hats did you wear today? Now, Kirk, you said you and I both have been really impressed with him. He's already got a goal tonight. Left alone in front right there. A great pass by Faulkner, and you'd think money in the bank. Boy, Conway's happy when he heard that medal ringing behind him.
He's got quality. All you have to look at is his career stats. He's a quality player, and anyone again that's playing the show is good enough to play in this league. That's without question. And he looks like he's got great hands. Other teams are going to have to watch out for that guy from now on.
You got to remember, he's only been here a few weeks, so he's still getting used to systems and line mates and maybe even the coaching style, right? So, boy, he's had a good game. Plumpton holds Callis there. Davies in as well, and Farmer.
These two have battled with each other all night long, haven't they, Plumpton and Callis?
There's another cross check from Plumpton. He doesn't like Callis, that's for sure, and now he hits Capraro.
Penalty given as well.
Conway's gone to the bench, you're right. Delayed penalty coming up here. Chance there, through the crease. Devils just want to touch it up. Power play coming to the Panthers.
If I was Brent Pope, I would not be happy with Brad Plumpton there at all. And he's trying to mix it up now with Robert Farmer. Why would Farmer go whenever his team have just been awarded a power play? But there you go. I thought it was a silly play there by Plumpton. They had it all under control and players covered. It was just a silly, naive play for me.
It was right in front of us, and we could see Dean Smith watching it. It was right, literally, we could reach through the glass and touch. And Plumpton was cross-checking repeatedly. And I think Dean Smith warned him the first time. And when he kept at it, it was an easy call. Plumpton will sit for 2 or less.
15.
The penalty kill has been really good for the Devils, and they've almost scored a few shorthanded goals. So let's keep an eye on this now, because the Panthers need the next one. Lakovic back to Clark. Clark, nice pass for Francis. Oh, it just bobbled off his stick. Clark keeps it in. Chance there. Bat it down in front. Batch. Puck all around the crease there. Lakovic head up. Salters tries a little spinorama there. Lacoste keeps his skate on the post. Good play there. Back to Francis now. Number 17, the danger man. Oh, a great active stick by Jones there. What a play on the defensive coverage on the penalty kill.
They're a hard-working team, this Cardiff Devils team now, and they're we've got left 1 minute 7 in this power play.
Murray. Oh, there's Morissette. Morissette, short-handed, lays it into space. Oh boy.
Fantastic work from the Cardiff Devils.
The doctor was almost in there. There's the power play stats there. You see them. Oh, more aggro there. The Panthers usually so good on the power play.
Just no fluidity in the game tonight at all for the Nottingham Panthers. It's going to be interesting to hear what Corey Nielsen has to say at the end of the game if the scoreline remains the same. But I'm sure he'll probably be the first person to be honest and say we just didn't get going here tonight at all. But David Clark now goes and sits for 2 minutes.
Well, maybe a little bit of frustration boiling over there, but I tell you what, Clark had a great shot from the point there, and again, Lacoste stood on his ear. So Clark, important now, if you're a Devils fan, that he's in the box, because he's been looking pretty good on the power play.
I've watched the Nottingham Panthers for years. I've watched David Clark for years coming into the Odyssey Arena. I've been over at the NIC many times. And David Clark is a constant thorn in the opposition side. He comes up with important goals, game-winning goals, quality player.
4-on-4 situation now for about another 25 seconds. Then the Devils will have a short power play with Clark in the box. Plumpton will return to give them that advantage. Faulkner, cross ice. Weaver picks it up there, and on the 4-on-4 situation, plenty of ice for a guy like Weaver. There's Benedict. Good snapshot there, and I tell you what, Benedict is sporting a great stash for Movember. That is a Tom Selleck special.
I thought Adam Keefe was good in Belfast, but I think Benny's actually beats it, to be brutally honest with you. That is a fantastic moustache.
Benedict with a nice snapshot. Lacoste's class tonight.
He's just been superb, and I think that's all the reports that we've heard out of Cardiff over the last few weeks. And as I said, we saw him in Belfast in that doubleheader, and he stood in his head that weekend as well. I think he saved upwards of 70 shots on goal that weekend. So.
5 seconds to go to the Plumpton minor. After that, it'll be about 1:20 on the power play for Cardiff. Bear Breyer's got 2. Surely he'd love to get the hat trick here tonight on home ice. Blight, one of those guys with a lot of assists in the league. He's the setup guy. He'd love to get it out front there to Lord.
Only 4 goals, but he's 23 assists so far this season. Great setup guy is Chris Blight.
Good play there by Morissette. Cardiff on the power play now. Plumpton's back out. And of course, Clark sits in the sin bin for another 50 seconds. Morissette, puck just bounces over his blade. Back behind the net now. They know they've got time. With a 4-0 lead, they have nothing but time, and they'll gladly set up on this power play, but that one just goes astray.
Great pressure, though, from the Cardiff Devils, and 25 seconds still left in this power play. They'll be wanting to get another shot or 2 in on Conway before the end of that.
Morissette, dangerous again. 15 seconds to go in the Clark minor. 4-0 scoreline here. Devils putting the Panthers in a bit of a shock situation. Weaver dumps it up. Plumpton takes a rough ride there by Ryan. Myers with the intercept. Matt Myers, former Panther. He's got an assist. He'd love a goal.
He would.
Panthers back the other way. Farmer. Rangy Robert Farmer. Nice shot there. Gloved aside by Lacoste.
Davies, I think, has had an absolutely superb game tonight for the Cardiff Devils. Seems to be absolutely everywhere, up and down the ice. Real tenacious type player. Always chasing the puck down, not afraid to throw his body in the line of the puck as well. Works incredibly hard for the Cardiff Devils.
Always has a smile on his face, as Ben Davies. You walk into the rink and he's one of the guys you love to see. I had a coffee earlier and I saw him and we had a quick chat. He's just loves to be at the rink, and why not?
Absolutely.
You get paid to play the game you love, and he has played a stormer tonight. Salters, Plumpton, 2 tough guys go to work against each other there. And you see Plumpton not giving any inch there. Clark, he's back out of the box, 5-on-5 hockey. Off the glass here, right in front of our commentary position. Francis dumps it in and chases his own dump in on Plumpton. Conway.
The Cardiff Devils are just going to want to waste up time here, aren't they? Try and get it down in the final single-figured minutes of the game, trying to take it down minute by minute.
Here comes Captain Clark. Leaves it for Salters. Oh, he had the top shelf label just wide. Clark battles there with Richardson. Quiney and Salters have been at each other all night, and once again they renew the hostilities. Oh, Jensen blows a tire there. Up quick as you like, dumps it in. Quiney will go back. LaCosta leaves it there for him, and you are absolutely right, Neil. They're happy to have those sort of moments where they just let the clock run down, but they can't go to sleep like that. Nearly a giveaway.
Poor play there by Quiney, but I think Quiney's been excellent all night long, and it's good to see a player like Rupert Quiney getting a lot of ice time. Brent Pope has not been afraid to put him out there on a regular shift for the Cardiff Devils, and we've seen him over the course of the last month or so play a lot in the game, and that was a bit of sloppy play there, giving up a shot, but Dan LaCosta in the breadbasket, not a problem to a goaltender of that quality.
Yeah, he's going to see it. If he can see it from out there, he's going to stop it. 10:50 to go here. Third period action on Premier Sports, your home for hockey. The Rapid Solicitors Elite Ice Hockey League Game of the Week. And boy, if you're a Devils fan, you've got to love Saturday night tonight on Premier. Dumped in, blocker to side. Unfortunate bounce there for the Devils. Callis circles around Marsh. Callis dumps it in there for Ryan. Ryan takes a hit from Batch. Ryan once again battling away there. Callis comes up with the puck. Back to the point. Murray shoots. Good save there. LaCosta once again showing you it's going to take a lot to beat him here tonight at the Big Blue Tent. Weaver goes back. Takes his time. Halfway through this final period now, and as I see the Devils bench to my right, they look like a happy bunch. Big hit there by Lee.
As the Panthers move forward into this third period, and obviously looking a goal, they're going to probably leave open a bit more space at the back. And Cardiff Devils, Brent Pope will go hoping his team capitalise on that.
Benedict shoots, high, heavy shot. Out front, Capraro couldn't bang it in there. Plumpton all over him in front as well. Piggott couldn't quite get it out there. Smith, he's had a pretty good game for a guy coming back after a shoulder injury, because this has been a physical affair, and he certainly played well.
Very good player, Aaron. Very, very good player. As you say, he picked up that injury in Belfast in that doubleheader weekend, but it's fantastic to see him back playing so well in a big game like this tonight in front of the Premier Sports TV cameras.
Callis, the puck on a string, dancing away from Richardson. Leaves it for Jensen. Back into the corner there, Francis. Quiney, oh, he gives Salters a good shoulder check there. Boy, Rupert Quiney and Salters have really earned their check against each other tonight.
I've just got the feeling that this could just turn a wee bit niggly in the final few minutes.
Let's have a look at that, Coach, because look right here. Oh boy, Davies. The puck was gone. He was looking the other way. The puck was gone by at least a second. Jensen leaves his feet. He targeted the head there.
Be interesting to see what Brendan Shanahan would say about that one if he was reviewing it. It'd be good to see if we could see another replay of that one, but it looked like he definitely jumped off the ice, and a bit of head contact there as well. It's going to be interesting to see what if Maury Hansen maybe decides to take a look at that one.
Well, you know, Ben Davies is a tough character. He got back up, shook it off, and I'm sure he's okay, because he's made of tougher stuff than that. But you know what? He left his feet and targeted the head. I'm surprised it's only 2 minutes, but nevertheless. Glad that Davies has gone to the bench and not the dressing room. Richardson to Kirka. Smooth skating, number 91. It's a class right there into itself. Back for Richardson. Richardson pivots away. Waits for his teammates to get situated. Back down low. Kirka. So smooth there. He's got a goal tonight and he hit that post. He looked like he had a dead to rights there. Here comes Faulkner. Faulkner looking for Lord. Faulkner back to the point. Marsh is just coming off the bench on a change. They'll restart. 1:05 to go in the penalty here. 4-0 Devils. Power play opportunity for them. Oh, shorthanded chance there. Great play by Callis. He's so dangerous.
Linesman got the puck there as it was going up the boards. He's struggling a wee bit there, rubbing the leg.
It's a war of attrition out there. Rough stuff, even if you're wearing a zebra jersey. Marsh deflected up high and out of play. I can still see Davies down there. He is a tough character, but you never like to see a guy get sort of blindsided and hit in the head like that. And we know it from watching the NHL on Premier. When that sort of stuff happens, you hold your breath. You hope, you know, the concussion, the C word, if it were, doesn't get mentioned. But we'll keep an eye. There's Davies, like he's back out there, no problem at all. Probably with a smile on his face. Out front, Morissette. Down low there. Good play there for Clark to just settle it down, try and take some time off the power play for Cardiff. Clark. Myers just missed him. Capraro goes for a walk. Happy again to kill some more seconds off. 5 seconds to go. Here comes Davies. Oh, wow, he's feeling no effects. Right there, Plumpton, and they score! Fitting assist there for Ben Davies. 5-0 Cardiff Devils.
All Ben Davies. Look at the work that he put in down around the boards there for the Cardiff Devils. And I think that was Matthew Myers, was it, that came up with the goal there, the 5th goal, is that right?
It looked like it was tipped in front. Conway, you can see there, not happy. There's Davies, leaves it for Plumpton. Oh, Myers jams it home.
Matty Myers against his old team gets that goal that he'll have been craving. Yes, absolutely, goes to the net there and puts a puck in. Big Berbier, Max Berbier and Matthew Myers both going to the net.
Well, if you're...
You know what happens when you go to the net, Mark.
If you're Conway and you see Berbier and Myers, pick your poison, right? Two big guys hacking away at the puck. Myers has a goal and assist against his former team, and you know that one had to be extra special. Davies in on that one as well.
Davies was absolutely superb there for the Cardiff Devils. His work rate has been phenomenal. No.
Callis now. You're right, his work rate has been second to none on the penalty kill, and you see it there. He can take a hit, get back, dust himself off. Oh, Jensen, he'd like to atone for taking that penalty. Had a chance there. Jones battles hard. Piggott tips it out. Linesman says they kept it in. Plumpton back the other way. This one heats up now on the physical aspect, as now if you're the Panthers, you got nothing to lose. You got to start gambling. You got to stop coming forward. And if you're the likes of Lee Salters, you're certainly going to finish your checks.
Absolutely, and you know, we noticed there a few minutes ago, Murph, that the intensity from the likes of Rupert Quiney and Salters, the two of them are back out on the ice again there. Wouldn't be surprised to see something happen in the last few minutes, but you know, what's the point from a Cardiff Devils perspective, or even now from a Nottingham Panthers perspective? It's 5-0 down with 5 minutes to go. The Panthers need a goal. They don't need a fight.
Coming down to the 5-minute mark, Aaron Murphy alongside Neil, the coach Russell. Hope you're enjoying this one, and if you're up for the Cardiff Devils, you certainly are enjoying this one. 5-0 Cardiff. They have played very well here in their home barn. Salters, strange angle. Looks like he caught Lacosta by surprise, but the puck stays out. Trying to bank that one. Smart play by Salters.
He's a good player as Lee Salters. He's come up with some very important goals for the Nottingham Panthers so far this season. I think he's just over 10 goals already this season for the Nottingham Panthers, and he came in as that kind of big physical signing for them, and he's come up with a lot of goals. And Corey Nielsen's a smart hockey coach. He's not going to bring in someone just to fight. He's going to be researching his players. He knows that this guy can play the game as well.
Well, we've seen tonight, despite the fact that they're right now working on the goose egg, 5-0 they're down. He's played a good game, Salters. He's been involved, he's been physical, but he's also gone to the net hard.
Absolutely, and that's what you want from your big guy at all times. You want your big guy to go to the net.
Marsh up the wing. Delayed call coming here. Dean Smith with a hooking call. It's going to be Batch. Big number 41 will sit for 2 or less for Cardiff. Another opportunity on the power play for the Panthers with time running down. Don't forget, folks, you can go to www.premiersports.tv for all your fixtures and information on the Rapid Solicitors Elite Ice Hockey League. Neil Russell, Aaron Murphy calling this one tonight, and you know what? Probably wouldn't be surprised to think that, you know, Cardiff could win here tonight, but the way they're doing it is really, really impressive.
You just wonder whether is it worrying for the Nottingham Panthers? Does Corey Nielsen put this down as just one of those nights, or does he think to himself, you know what, this isn't just really working for us at the minute? Maybe a couple of changes need made in there. They're obviously playing 2 imports down, but you know, the Cardiff Devils have been exceptional tonight, but the Nottingham Panthers just have not been able to get any fluidity into their game at all this evening.
Ryan controls there, golfs it up high and over. That looks like it was deflected by Lord. Well, you know, I talked to Corey before the game, and I did say, are you done with all this traveling now, Italy and all that? And he said, you know, I'm tired, and I think the team are ready to go. Maybe they are a little bit tired. A lot of games over there in Italy, and then they come away, come back and have to play straight away Wednesday night against a tough Edinburgh side. They come away with a win there, but maybe some heavy legs here. Certainly Cardiff came out at the start way back in the first period. They had more jump in that first period, but I mean, Nottingham were never out of it in the first period and a half.
Absolutely not, but the Cardiff Devils have just played incredibly well. Guy on the ice there at the minute, standout player again for me, Jake Morissette. He's just been absolutely everywhere all night long. Real standout player for the Devils.
Panthers. No quitting this team despite the scoreline. That's offside. Goals tonight from Bearbrayer again to make it 2-0. Marsh to make it 3-0. Kirka 4-0. Myers 5-0. A big scoreline, a big result. You know, the Cardiff Devils had a 4-point weekend last weekend. This is a nice little tally for them. This win here tonight if they hold on.
Kind of referenced it earlier in the show, Murph. That all of a sudden confidence. You go to Hull, pick up 2 points. You come home against a Sheffield Steelers type big, you know, reported budget there in Sheffield, and all of a sudden you get 2 points at home against the Sheffield Steelers. Confidence rises. The crowd that's maybe been on your back is now with you, and they come in here tonight, get the go-ahead goal. The crowd's with you again, and now all of a sudden they've added another 4 to make it 5-0 so far. Cardiff Devils fans absolutely ecstatic.
Dumped down there by Richardson. He's been solid tonight, the Team GB International. Piggott. Dr. Luke Piggott. One of the interesting characters in this Elite Ice Hockey League.
This league has it all.
We have it all. We have doctors. We have cameramen wearing helmets over here. We've got it all. Francis battling there with Smith. Marsh. Funny bounce there. All the way down. And with Batch in the box, of course, no icing. 2:40 to go here. Third period action from Cardiff Bay. What a day for hockey. The sun was shining and everyone was in a good mood. And right now I can tell you the fans here are loving this one.
Another poor power play there from the Nottingham Panthers. Corey's going to pull this hair out of what Harry has left out after tonight, so he is. But the Nottingham Panthers just have struggled this evening, but let's not take any credit away from the Cardiff Devils. They've been absolutely superb this evening.
Yeah, the Batch penalty killed. 5-on-5 hockey. Oh, Callis Callis, he has been impressive. He's been frustrated, but that's Lacosta playing so well. But Callis has been dangerous on every shift.
Absolutely, and you know, again, speaking to Owen Bradley during the week about the Nottingham Panthers setup, there you see driving the net, great skill there. Look at the hands there, Murph. Driving the net, Lacosta gets a stick out on that, takes a nets off the mooring, but. He's a fantastic player. You don't play at the level that he did without being a quality player. It's great to see these players of this quality coming into the league now, Murph.
No doubt about it. Ryan and Faulkner dig in there. Devils come away with the puck. Lord up to Faulkner. Lee battles there. Here comes Kirka. Oh boy! Oh, he's been all around the net tonight. He's got the one goal, but he could have 3 or 4. Thomas Kirka putting on a clinic.
He's a fantastic player. He's got sick hands. He really does. Fantastic, silky smooth skater. Brilliant to witness these types of guys coming into the league now. Real X-Factor type players.
A big shout out to Davey Majimsi and Patrick Smith. I know they're going to give you some going over.
Yes, A View from the Bridge podcast is going to be interesting next Tuesday evening with the guys. But to loyal ice hockey fans of the Elite League.
Devils, they'd like more. It's 5-0, but they keep coming. And why not? Morissette has a chance there, deflected away. Davies battles away in there with Benedict. No problem there for Lacoste. But once again, it's Salters in there, eh? And we said, big guy brought in here to be a physical presence, but he's playing. He's going to play till the final buzzer. Still going to the net, still trying to pick up a rebound. Gives in. That was nice there. He just
noticed that.
Did you see that? He just gave Dan Lacoste a tap on the pads with his stick, and you know he said, boy, you've played well tonight.
Absolutely. I love to see that because tough guys are tough guys and all the rest. But like that's a mark of respect. Yep. You play the game hard like every other professional, like in any other sport. Play the game hard, but always play it fair. And that was a really nice touch there by Lee Salters.
Yeah, nice little tap on the pads with his stick and a wink and say, you know, we'll get you tomorrow. But nice bit of respect there. The tough guys usually are those guys that are kind of the nicer.
Absolutely.
Big hit there, Jensen on Jones. Physicality still present even here with only a minute to go. Oh, there's a trip coming now. Bear Breyer hauls down Boxill.
And it was a trip as well, and Big Max.
Right in front of Dean Smith as well.
Right in front of Dean Smith, and Max was getting towards us here down in the corners there, and he had a guilty look on his face.
Yeah, he gave a shake of the head there and looked at us. Well, there's the replay. There's no doubt about it. Give Boxill credit. He's going to play to the final buzzer as well. Keeps his feet moving. Bear Breyer, stick in there. 2 minutes or less for tripping. Well, a lot less. It's only 56 to go here. Good play by Marsh. All the way down on Conway. And Conway's been busy. He's been good too, because it could be worse. It's 5-0, but he has made some big saves.
He has made some big saves, but you can be rest assured that Corey Nielsen will want Craig Kowalski back in the lineup ASAP.
Oh, well, why not? The best goalie in the league last year.
Well, for me, he's been the best goaltender in the league the last couple of years. You know, I would put Stephen Murphy right up there with him as well. Stephen Murphy, a championship-winning goaltender for the Belfast Giants, but Craig Kowalski just has it all. Rich pedigree, and kept Nottingham Panthers in games last year, especially on the road, that maybe they didn't have the right to win.
Playoff final. Oh, playoff final, the grand final.
Sensational.
Big save on Lloyd. Gee, he was great in that game. You don't win championships without great goaltending. Absolutely. They had it here in Nottingham last year. Wish Kowalski all the best. Hopefully he'll be back in the lineup soon. Ryan goes back. 30 seconds to go here on Premier Sports, your home for hockey. It's been a fantastic night for the Devils and their fans here in Cardiff Bay. For the Panthers, maybe a little bit frustrated. They had a busy weekend last weekend with the Continental Cup. As the champions of the Elite League, they represented the Elite League in that Continental tournament. And they played Wednesday as well. So tired legs perhaps, but not from Callis. He's been great today. Farmer. Battle along the wall there, and listen to that crowd. Listen to the ovation, Neil. 5-0 scoreline. Take a bow, Cardiff Devils. You deserve it.
Absolutely, and the big blue tent comes alive here right at the end of the game. All the players straight over to Dan Lacosta. He was sensational tonight, but I think there was 4 or 5 players on that Cardiff Devils team who were brilliant tonight. Fair play to fair play to the Devils. They really worked incredibly hard all night long. The Nottingham Panthers are going to be bitterly disappointed. Said it all throughout the broadcast. They struggled to get any form of fluidity into their game at all, Murph.
Here's one of the lovely, lovely moments as well here in hockey where you have, you know, you've battled hard, you've tried to put each other through the boards for 60 minutes, you've blocked shots, sometimes you've even fought, but you shake hands at the end.
I'm not sure of my own. I'm all for respecting the opposition and all the rest. I sometimes think it should be done at the end of the season sometimes.
You know what, though? I kind of like it because it's one of those situations where, like, if there had been a bench clearing brawl here, I say maybe we don't do it at the end because tempers have flared over. But this was a hard-fought win. The Panthers know that. You got to tip your hat, maybe tip Brent Pope's hat to a great performance by the Devils. And they shake hands. There's Mac Faulkner, one of the great leaders in this elite league. And it's a nice moment where you see the players. A lot of these players know each other too, you know. You see them talking before the game. A lot of these guys have played together back in North America. Some of these guys are Team GB teammates, right? Of course. Farmer's back here tonight, and he goes and finds Mark Richardson. He goes and finds Ben Davies. So there's a lot of crossover there, and it's good to see a hard-fought win here. There's been a lot of turmoil in the Bay, but when you start to take wins from teams like the Nottingham Panthers, then you've got to forget about what was yesterday and move ahead. And boy, did they take some great steps there tonight. 5-0 scoreline. A brilliant game. Man of the match time now. Long skate there. And it is Callis. He was good all night long for the Panthers.
Brent Pope's going to be a very happy coach, obviously, Murph, and his team have got a bit of momentum now. They've got a bit of momentum, and that's what they've wanted all along. And they've now started to get that. That's three wins in the bounce, isn't it, for the Cardiff Devils, isn't it?
Yeah, big weekend last weekend.
Absolutely.
I mean, that Steelers win, you could see the momentum building, and this is a big, big win for Brent Pope's side. You can see the fans, they salute. Classy move here. They salute the opponent. Always easier to salute the opponent when you win, I guess.
I'm always a firm believer in that. At the end of the game, the opposition fans should always clap the other team off. Just the way I've always approached ice hockey at the Odyssey Arena, any of the games that I've been to watch there, and I've been the same across any venue across the league.
Really impressed with Bear tonight, coming out here being a real leader. We know what he can do anyway, but this is my first time seeing Kirka play in person. He was phenomenal. Could have had 2 or 3 goals. He had the 1 goal, but he could have had a bunch more.
Such a pedigree, Murph, and as we said, wax lyrical about on quite a few occasions. Great to see players of that caliber coming into the league. There we go. Max Berbier up with 2 goals tonight. Tyson Marsh coming up with the 3rd. Thomas Kirka, who we mentioned, coming up with the 4th. And Matthew Myers against his old team, coming up with the 5th goal there for the Cardiff Devils. A resounding victory for the Cardiff Devils. They're going to be absolutely delighted. They've got momentum now on their side.
Yeah, Matthew Myers with that goal and the assist. 2 points against his former team, and you know it's always special when you score against your old team. Don't touch that dial. Aaron Murphy, Neil Russell will be back with analysis and highlights here on your home for hockey, Premier Sports. Welcome back to Premier Sports, your home for hockey. The Rapid Solicitors lead ice hockey league. Aaron Murphy alongside Neil, the coach, Russell. And wow, what a night here at the Big Blue Tent. I thought before the game that the Devils would be in this one and they'd have a chance to win. I certainly didn't think they would win in the way they did, Coach.
I don't think anybody at home would have thought that 5-0 was going to be the end result for the Cardiff Devils here tonight. A really, really great performance from them. Nottingham Panthers, a lot of question marks there for Corey Nielsen to get answered over the next 24 hours. The good thing is they've got the Cardiff Devils coming down to the Panthers, down to the NIC tomorrow, so they've a chance for a bit of bounce back ability tomorrow evening.
Well, I remember Ben Olsen told me that last week, you know, when they lost that first game to Belfast, the Coventry Blazers, like, well, the good thing is we get to do it all again tomorrow, and that's that's what Corey Nielsen will be saying. But it's a tired bunch. I think the Continental Cup maybe in the game Wednesday night, they had tired legs. Let's have a look back at the replays because there was plenty of good moments for the Cardiff Devils.
That was a great pass there into Max Berbier, and we've said it a million times. He gets himself into spaces, and a few goals tonight have gone through the 5-hole of Neil Conway, and big Max Berbier, seasoned campaigner here in the Elite League.
It was a fantastic pass by Richardson, who's known as a defensive defenseman, and we saw a lot of nice offense from defensive defenseman. Sorry, Mark Richardson. Great bit of offense there, and Bear, he's going to finish that one, and he gets another chance as well.
This is
see
great.
Bear off the wall there, going to the net hard. Morissette
was superb again, and we've said it a million times. It's the old adage in hockey: you go to the net, get your stick on the ice, good things happen. And fantastic play again from Big Max. He's a quality big player, fantastic player.
The fans were loving it, and I can tell you they're all around us. They're heading towards the bar, which is south of us here, and they're really, really enjoying this one. Here's Myers, who's played so well here tonight. That's to Marsh.
That's a fantastic pass, and an even better finish by Tyson Marsh, someone who's regarded as a big stay-at-home D-man. He found the roof of the net there. Look at this pass, beautiful. Fantastic pass. Tyson Marsh jumps into the play, roofs it, 3-0.
What's the old saying for a big man? He's got soft hands, and you see right there, Myers, brilliant.
Just
have
so
one
calm,
last look for
so
good
calm
measure,
on
Coach.
the puck. Just so calm on the puck, Murph, and finds a pass, and Tyson Marsh was jumping into the play, puts it in, 3-0 Devils.
A guy that we were both really impressed with, Thomas Kirka. We thought he probably could have had 3 or 4 goals tonight, but he did have 1.
He did indeed, and great work by Mac Faulkner, pivotal player for the Cardiff Devils. Finds Kirka, who roofs it, puts it in, 4-0 to the Cardiff Devils. But great work down there. A guy who impressed us, Andrew Lord, as well, over in Belfast, that doubleheader weekend a few weeks ago. Andrew Lord's a pivotal player, a real workhorse for the Cardiff Devils.
Well, and what you didn't see there is that he had to battle off Stephen Lee, who's coming off that award as, the top defenseman in the Continental Cup. Watch this. He sifts it, beats him there. No mistake, and
pass.
Kirk is not going to miss from there.
There's Brandon Benedict sitting there at the back, and Benny's a forward. He's not a D-man, and you sometimes wonder whether, I know he's having to play there because of injuries and suspensions, etc. But it's he's a forward by nature, and you just sometimes wonder.
And there's Myers. That one had to be sweet from Davies and Plumpton. And a great assist from Davies, because we thought he was hurt earlier on the Jensen hit. Comes back, has no problem. And Myers, boy, again, for a big man, soft hands. 5-0 scoreline there, and that had to be sweet. Plumpton here, again, a guy maybe more known for his defense and physicality, with some really, really nice offense there.
Absolutely, and there's three Cardiff Devils guys all going to the net there, and Matthew Myers just gets a stick down just in time, and before Conway got the glove on it, and straight in 5.
Lots of penalties tonight, though, Coach. The penalty kill was pretty good for both sides, and actually the penalty kill was excellent for Cardiff in that they nearly had a couple of shorthanded plays. But give us a rundown there of some of the suspects.
Yeah, absolutely. Quite a few penalties called this evening, but I think Dean Smith called a good game. He called a fair game, and there was a few. What was that? The 5 for the Cardiff Devils, and there was 6 for the Nottingham Panthers. Fairly even, Stephen, in terms of penalty calls. But I thought Dean Smith had a good game tonight for the officials.
Were you surprised that Jensen was just a 2-minute when he hit Davies?
Yes, personal opinion. Yes, I would like to see it another couple of times, but certainly first reaction was bad hit. Second time I saw it, I still thought it was a bad hit.
Looked like he left his feet, but like you said, Dean Smith called a real good game. He knows better than us. Here's the out-of-town scoreboard, Coach.
Big victory for the Sheffield Steelers. I presume this is victory now. End of the games, 2-1 to the Sheffield Steelers against the Hull Stingrays. A really interesting one there at Braehead, 4-4 against the Edinburgh Capitals. I'll be interested to see the overtime result from that. And then at last for Matty Soderstrom. Matty Soderstrom finally picks up a couple of points after a pretty difficult last while with the Coventry Blaze, winning 4-2 away at the Fife Flyers.
Well, I wonder how Benny's doing there, because he's going to be really angry at me, right? This tie is going to cause a lot of problems.
Not going to be happy, mate.
He's not going to be happy. So 4-2 there for them in the third period. Of course, 5-0 here in our game, and it was a fantastic game. And you see another nice thing about the Elite League. The fans get to go and have a skate where they just watch their heroes win.
That's right.
That's a nice touch. There's the tie I mentioned. Let's hope Benny Olsen had a good game, so he's not worried about me at all. You guys are great tonight. All the viewers, the fans here in the Elite Ice Hockey League. Lots of tweets, lots of nice comments. And we've got a tweet here now for you from Jonty Nev 8, watching Cardiff Devils on TV. How good does Planet Ice BBT look on screen? Atmosphere sounds electric. Proud. Premier, hashtag Premier EIHL. I tell you what, keep your tweets coming. We heard from people all over the country, and it was fantastic to hear from you guys. If we didn't get your shout out on tonight, always use hashtag Premier EIHL. I'm on @Murph on Ice, @Premier Sports TV, @Rustler147. We're more than happy to interact and get that going. Tomorrow's games. If it wasn't busy enough tonight, and I'll need another drink of water, there's tomorrow's action.
Cardiff Devils heading down to the Nottingham Panthers. Real chance for the Nottingham Panthers to exact revenge on tonight's defeat. Always a difficult place to go into. Murph is the NIC in Nottingham. Sheffield Steelers at home to the Five Flyers. Another big game there for the Sheffield Steelers. Can Doug Christensen and his team string together a Saturday-Sunday winning combination? Let's wait and see. Edinburgh Capitals home to the Coventry Blaze. 3-3 nights for the Coventry Blaze. Hull Stingrays against the Braehead Clan. That's going to be a really good game of hockey. Sylvain Cloutier under a bit of pressure. Dundee Stars against the top of the table Belfast Giants.
That's going to be a tough game, isn't it? It's going to be a real tough one in Dundee. You know, on the road, they're a good team, and Bakala is a fantastic goaltender. Here's the roster, the updated roster of the games ahead on your home for hockey, your live Rapid Solicitors Elite Ice Hockey League.
So you're heading to Glasgow next week, Murph, for Braehead Clan against the Cardiff Devils. The Devils seem to feature in this a lot. And the Five Flyers against the Braehead Clan the following week. That's going to be a great atmosphere. You're going to love it in Kirkcaldy, Murph. And then on Saturday, just before Christmas, Sheffield Steelers against the Cardiff Devils again. And then the big one, the Saturday the 20th of December. You're going to absolutely love that. If you've never been to a Nottingham Panthers Sheffield Steelers Christmas game, I can tell you there's not much festive cheer at those.
Christmas jumpers and Christmas bow ties at the ready. I haven't been there for one of those, and I can't wait, Coach. And I tell you what, a guy you mentioned there, the Devils feature a lot, but you know what? We caught them at the right time. With a performance like that tonight, they're going to really start to move up that table. We just got Brent Pope downstairs now, live here.
Brent, you spoke before the game about the need to maintain momentum after the 2 wins you got last weekend, and a 5-0 win over the Panthers. You did that in fairly spectacular, didn't you?
Well, every player was outstanding for us this evening. They did what was asked of them, and they more, you know, and the way they committed to each other and committed to making plays tonight, and the hopeful opportunity to result this evening. I don't think we can get a 5-0 result, but we just got better as the game went on, and it was a very committed performance from the Cardiff Devils tonight.
We obviously spoke to you just after the end of the first period, and it was a tight affair, 1-0. The second period, though, 3 goals in that, and that really, really did put you in front, didn't it?
But it's about taking your chances when they come, and we had a few, and we took them real clinically, and we haven't done that all year to that degree. And you only get so many chances, and that's very intimidating, because it lets another team know that if you make a mistake, we're going to make you pay. And tonight we were able to make Nottingham pay when they made a mistake in the second period.
Now, as I understand it, Nottingham have won on their last 4 visits here. I'm sure you'll be glad to put that record back in its victory tonight. But what does this mean for you going forward in the league now?
Well, we got a long ways to go. You know, we had so much ground we got to make up. I think it's just about focusing on each performance. Tomorrow is a Challenge Cup fixture as well as a league fixture, but we knew that if we were able to make some hay this weekend, that we could get ourselves back into a position to be able to, it's not over yet. But, you know, you have to take it as it comes, and that's 3 wins in a row now. Tomorrow is a big one for us. It's less than 8 hours before we play again. And so we will be prepared and focused from here on until that puck drops tomorrow night to make sure that we give ourselves the best opportunity to try and do this all over again.
And finally, you had said that obviously playing in front of the Cardiff fans sometimes could be a bit more than it was pleasurable, but tonight they were absolutely fantastic, weren't they?
They were, but, you know, and they warranted, our players warranted the response from our fans tonight, and that's when it's at its most beautiful moment. You know, that's when it's at its most powerful here in Cardiff, is when the players warrant the applause and the standing ovation that they got tonight. We haven't done that to the degree that we did tonight all year, and that's the start of a relationship I hope will build throughout the remaining of the season.
Brent, great to talk to you. Congratulations.
Very much.
A happy coach there, Coach.
Isn't half. The one thing that I picked up from what he said there, his team were clinical tonight, and that's probably one of the very few times, one of the first times this season where his team have actually been clinical. Dan Lacoste was pivotal to the Cardiff Devils' success, but they took their chances tonight whenever they came on offer. Fair play to the Cardiff Devils.
Fantastic win. You can't fault them. They do it all again tomorrow. If they can get that win on the road against Nottingham, I think they've turned the corner.
That's 4-4 if they do that tomorrow. It's a massive game, as Brent said there. They head back down the road. Nottingham Panthers are going to be tired up first thing this morning. Bus legs up here today. They've got to travel back tonight. I'm sure they'll have a pre-game skate in the morning. Cardiff Devils get to sleep in their own beds last night, get to sleep in their own beds tonight. Okay, they'll be up early tomorrow, but big game for them. If they can get another 4-point weekend, they're going to be an exceptionally happy club.
The man of the match was Beerbrer, obviously, for Cardiff with his 2 goals. Callis on the other side was very good. But other than the men of the match, give me a guy from both sides that you were really impressed with here tonight.
I think you can't look any further than Peter Collis. I thought he was superb for the Nottingham Panthers tonight. A quality player. For me, Dan Lacosta, Cardiff Devils, just your goaltenders win you championships. Goaltenders give you a chance to win every single night. Dan Lacosta was absolutely sensational tonight for the Cardiff Devils.
And if you're Corey Nielsen, we've said it, we touched on it, so he says we get to do it again tomorrow. But do you think he says anything tonight, or does he just leave it? Because it's a tired bunch, I think, after Continental Cup.
Well, we've heard a couple of interviews from Corey over this season, a couple of very unhappy interviews, and I think in some ways Nottingham Panthers have struggled to kind of regain that fantastic form that they had last season. There's no better team to watch than the Nottingham Panthers last season for me. X-Factor players, David Ling, Bruce Graham, all these guys, Guy Lepine, Jason Beckett, fantastic hockey players. And for me, they've struggled to really gel. This team have really struggled to gel the way in which the Nottingham Panthers team did last year. But let's not forget, the Nottingham Panthers are still pushing their way. They will still, come the end of March, make no bones about it, they will still be pushing the Sheffield Steelers, the Belfast Giants towards the Elite League Championship. Make no bones about that.
There's the old saying, never bet against the defending champions until the defending champions are done, and there's plenty of hockey to be played here in the Rapid Solicitors Elite Ice Hockey League. Let me ask you this, did you have fun tonight?
Mate, I want to say a massive thanks. It's a privilege and an honour for me to have been asked by yourself, and I've absolutely thoroughly enjoyed it. Seeing the production, seeing the way in which it's set up. Premier Sports is a real deal. I've seen it today. It's been absolutely fantastic. Thanks a million. Really enjoyed it.
Well, Coach, I tell you what, from the Premier Sports crew, from myself, thanks for coming on here. It was a blast, and I really enjoyed doing the game with you. And it gets better for the viewers, because up live, we got next NHL here on Premier Sports, your home for hockey, St. Louis, San Jose. The gifts just keep on coming for hockey fans, eh?
Absolutely. Saturday night in.
If you're a hockey fan, you gotta love Saturday nights on Premier Sports, the Rapid Solicitors Elite Ice Hockey League, and the NHL. Look, thanks for tuning in tonight. For Neil, the Coach Russell, for the entire crew, to the Cardiff Devils and the Nottingham Panthers for allowing us for all-access coverage here tonight. I'm Aaron Murphy. We'll see you again here on Premier Sports next Saturday night.